Hey, y'all. How is everybody doing today? So, y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to do a hashtag replay for me. Got my chapstick. Y'all, I done combed my hair so many different ways, and now it's kind of flipped a little bit, and I have to split it so y'all could, so I can see y'all or whatever. So, how is everybody doing today? Y'all, we finna talk credit and coupons and credit. So we're gonna start off with the credit first. How is everybody doing today? Y'all look at my hair. I done put my little ponytail on and some more stuff. Y'all, let me grab my iPad. Well, never mind, or whatever. So how is everybody doing today? I got me some water. I don't see no comments or whatever. So I'm gonna give it like a few seconds, y'all, and then we're gonna start, and I'm gonna need y'all to do hashtag replay for me, and we're gonna get this thing. Hey, Remy, how are you? Happy Sunday to you. How are you today, girl? Do you have a Sunday dinner? Oh, excuse me, you guys. Excuse me. You guys, look at that bump. Oh, you back at work again. Me and you, that's one thing we got in common. It's like me and you on the same time, work time. If it ain't about the money. But I hope you have a good day. I hope it's not too much stress. I hope everybody is in a good mood. It's happy Sunday. It's Sunday fun day. You know, tell them let go, let God. What would Jesus do? Not bother me. So I'm going to help you guys out. Hello. How are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to be helping you guys out with your credit. Hey, Niecey Pooh, how are you? Y'all, that is my niece. Hey, baby girl. Hey, Miss Graham, welcome back. Miss Graham is the cousin to mother of 4. And make sure you guys are following and sprinkling my girl, mother of 4 out. Hey, Shani, Unique, how are you? That is my Niecey Pooh. Hey, Niecey Pooh. Thank you for tuning in. TT appreciates it. Hey, Renita. Renita Joy, you guys, is living life with joy. I'm good, baby girl. I cannot complain. How are you? Make sure you guys sprinkle and follow Living Life with Joy. I'm really happy to see you here, Niecey Pooh. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all the love and support. You guys are awesome sauce. Miss Joy, you can drop your link for me, please. Anybody that comes on, please drop your links for me. This is I almost called this a channel, y'all. This is a place of love and growth. I'm gonna also just give a really quick disclaimer because I feel like I have to. I just want to let you guys know that I am in no way, shape, form, or fashion giving y'all any legal advice. I ain't even gonna say I'm an expert. I'm just gonna let you guys know what I have done and what has worked for me. And if you guys put in the effort, you will get the results. Just please keep in mind, it's not a quick process. It's not fly by night. It's a repair. It's credit restoration is what I like to call it. Hey, ooh la la, that's my girl. Ooh la la, make sure y'all sprinkle and follow her too. Ooh la la, girl, go on and drop your page for me. Wait until you see this video that my kids did of me. They are like impersonating me when I get on live. Girl, them babies said, and you know what they said? Hey, ooh la la. Oh, hey, girl. And Jessica, when you get on here, they say, hey, Jessica, are you strong mother? Did I say that right? So I'm gonna have to scratch that because my babies called me all the way out. I didn't know they was paying attention. Hey, Mr. Hampton. Mr. Hampton has a page as well. Drop your page for me. I know that you have a girl. Wait until you see it. You talking about dead. Girl, me and Wig both was put us in the coffin. We was out of there, honey. It was so So funny. So I'm gonna be walking you guys through everything. You guys, when you come, girl, you hollering, I'm hollering. Angel killed it. Anaya buried it. I was just like, I had to record it. Hey, Miss Peterson. Hey, Evelyn. How are you, girl? Thank you for the sprinkle, you awesome sauce. Hey, Michael. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, Michelle. Hey, Miss Peterson. I'm so sorry about that. Hey, Miss Knight. How is everybody doing today? I appreciate all you guys for coming back with me. I decided to just give a quick disclaimer just to let you know. Oh, you're working now. Okay. And you know what? I'll be working too. So whenever you want to come by and drop that page, you're more than welcome to. I know I hadn't been seeing you on here a lot. The last time I saw you was over on Miss Nicole's Chrissy 08. So make sure you guys sprinkle and share my girl out as well. And good vibes with Kay. Hey, girl, welcome over. You guys make sure y'all go over and sprinkle and show good vibes with Kay some love. Girl, I got you too. Good vibes with Kay. Y'all show my girl some love. Y'all, I decided to just follow me, tell a friend, let's be friends. Amen. And ooh la la, that's my girl. So y'all make sure y'all show her some support. If you guys need any type of custom work done, Miss Ululu. Sorry, girl. Miss Ooh La La got y'all. And I usually have on the shirt of hers, but I'm going to be honest with y'all, I done misplaced the shirt. Either that or my kids was like, Mama, you wearing it too much. And you be telling us we can't wear the same thing. So you got to watch them kids. They be listening. Also, Mr. Hampton is Q&H Vibes. He has been working, putting in all that time, overtime, double time, because he got to get to the bag. So, but you guys still go over there and sprinkle and follow and just show him some support because, you know, guys, we are all team members. We are all working for a come and go. And if we could just all work together, we will all be together. And that's just how it's going to be. So I am a person that comes from a place of love and empowerment and happiness and love and fun and all that wonderful stuff. So I am going to just make sure that we get everything we need over here. And if you guys have any questions for me, please ask me. We're doing the beginning steps of credit repair. So I just want to say this as well. I just want to put out a quick disclaimer and we're going to jump into it. You guys, I got my laptop. I hope you guys got notes. If I start to go too deep or if it's something that's just too much for you, y'all let me know. I want to let you guys know. Fun games, skits, Q&H Vibe on his page. He does praise dancings, motivational speaking, and fun games and skits as well. Yes, he does. I have called it, and he does some challenges too. So I have been over to his page, and I have enjoyed myself, and I know that y'all will too. So y'all make sure that y'all show him some love as well, and so that way when he's able to get back on the job, on the page from work, you know, we can show him some support, okay? So everybody drop those blog pages for me. Hey, girl, how are you? Oh, you're Shani Unique. Okay. And then Shani, drop your page for me too. You've been waiting on this live. You got your pen and paper. Well, that's awesome sauce. I'm just giving a quick disclaimer. I want to let you guys know that I'm just sharing information that has worked for me. And as long as you guys put in the work, you're going to get the results. Just make sure you know credit repair is a journey. It's not a race. It's a marathon. It's credit repair. It's credit restoration. You know, it's not a quick fix. You guys can't get quick results. Everybody's stuff is going to change differently. I'm going to let y'all know that right now. We all going to send the same letter. We all going to get different results. If your score goes down, that's fine. In all honesty, if it's already bad now, it's just bad. That's okay. Mine bad too, y'all. I don't know if y'all saw my last live. I done got a late payment. I ain't paying them a dime, 2 pennies or a nickel. And I got a collection notice. So we are going to talk about a collection notice as well. Now, I just want to make sure that you guys know, with this process, we are starting from the beginning. So what we're going to do is just think about it. Because I always like to try to break things down in a way that I can understand. Because, you know, we coming, folks. We know what we know. We hear what we hear. And sometimes we get what we got. And so this is how it was taught to me. We're gonna clean up our personal information. Personal information are personal identifiers. I'm gonna show y'all the credit report and everything. When y'all see how these credit bureaus be playing with y'all gonna be like, oh, they tried it. Now I ain't gonna say nothing more. Now I do have my badge subscriptions. I'm gonna let you guys know. I'm gonna be giving a lot of information. I hate the point. I'm gonna gonna be giving a lot of information, but I'm gonna be writing over here because certain stuff I'm gonna have to save for my subscribers, you guys. If you guys want to get a badge, it's $5. I'm telling you right now, this is the beginning steps. This is the letter that I'm gonna use. Actually, I'm sending all y'all a letter too. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna send letters for your personal information. If it don't come off in step 1, we got a trick for step 2. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. To get that trick, y'all gonna have to get that subscription badge. But I want you guys to know step 1 is extremely effective. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna think about it like this. We're gonna clear up our personal information, and you be like, girl, what my personal information got to do with anything? So let's think of it like this. If you leave the scene of the crime, right? You left the scene of the crime. You don't want nothing that ties you to the scene of the crime, right? So if they are saying, if they got all these old addresses, and you guys got to know there's identifying information that attaches you to the credit. A lot of people say, well, they don't have my social. Well, they don't really need your social to put a debt on you. They need it to run your credit. And I'm gonna show you guys some. Never mind. I don't want to make you guys think too much into it. So identifying information is anything that can identify you to this debt. So if that address, and this is most important, if this address 4459 is attached to 6 collection accounts, we need to remove this address to remove the collection. You guys got that? We need to remove this address because that's the identifier. This right here, this thumb, which is the address 4459, is connecting you to collection 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, once we take the connector away, the collections fall off. You get it? So some of you guys are going to see when you send in your personal information letter, collections are going to start to fall off. That's even better. Don't worry. That's actually great. That's what we wanted to do. So what are personal identifiers? Name, address, date of birth, and employer. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. If you guys, okay, so you guys can get a Credit Karma account, right? Credit Karma is free. I'm going to tell you guys now, Credit Karma is a Vantage score. I'm going to tell you guys now, and I'm going to do it with you guys. If you guys have pen and paper, I want you guys to write this down. It's going to be Experian.com. Actually, before we get to Experian.com, I want you guys to write that down. The most important thing that I want you guys to do, you could do it now, or you guys could write this down. I want you guys to opt out of pre-screening. And the reason why I want you to do that is because the credit bureaus make money off of your misfortunes and your bad credit. So if they're not making money off of you, they'll be more likely to help you move along the process of removing stuff that should have never been there in the first place, because it's laws that mandate this, but they break the laws. So first thing I want you guys to do is I want you guys to opt out of pre-screening. So it's optoutprescreens.com, which is OPTOUT prescreen.com. And when you get to that page, it's going to look like a man thinking, you know, because his stuff probably messed up too. That's why he over there like thinking about what the hell just happened or whatever. And it's going to have Equifax, Experian, Innovis. Is that a new one? Has anybody heard of Innovis? I ain't even going to hold you. It's 8 of them joints. We only talk about 3. Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Those are the 3 main ones. But what about these 5? So these 5 feed into these 3. I'm going to go on and tell you guys now, we're going to have to get into the subscription for that. But I'm going to let you guys know exactly what it is and how important it is to clean up those bureaus as well. Because it's just like a dam and an overflow. The information from the other 5 flows into the other 3, which flows into the hands of the creditors, lenders, and all them other people who make decisions. But no harm, no foul. You still can get amazing results without going that far. But when you opt out of pre-screening, you're going to do it for Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. And what you're going to do is you're going to stop them from sending you pre-screen offers, which usually come from subprime lenders like, and I'm just telling y'all who they are. Credit One Bank, First Premier, Milestone. It's quite a few. And what they do is they reach out to the credit bureaus and tell them, can you send me a list of everybody who has a 590 or below? They pay them for that. So that's how they make money. And then they send you these credit, or hey, Miss Rosie, they send you credit card offers in the mail for these subprime cards. You get it? So we want to opt out of pre-screening to stop that. Miss Rosie, this is a credit live. So I just started, but this will definitely help you with the beginning stages of credit, as it will help everyone else as well. So when they send you credit offers in the mail, unsolicited credit offers, because you didn't ask for them, they have gotten your name off of a list. So somebody with a 700 credit score is not getting that same offer, because I'm a 700. Why do I want a subprime card? Most of the time, subprime cards are cards where you have to pay an activation fee and a membership fee. If you lose the card or anything, they're going to charge you for it. Now, you guys, I do have a Milestone card, because remember, I had bad credit before. I have a Milestone card and I have a Credit One Bank card, and I ended up getting that card, the Credit One card, because I fell on hard times and they sent me an offer and I needed it. Okay, so if you need it, you gotta get it, but there's ways to use it and use it effectively. But if you don't need credit and you're really trying to build, just don't even try it. And another thing that's very important, once you send off your personal information letters to get that stuff removed from your credit, do not apply for any credit. So when you're going through the credit repair process, you cannot apply for credits for a couple of reasons. We trying to get your personal information taken off, not added to it, and it's an additional inquiry. And I forgot I was going to say something else. Oh, it's an inquiry, and you guys, you already know your credit is bad because you have bad credit. So don't run your credit no more and just keep getting inquiries and you lose 2 points here, 2 points there. All that is going against you. So don't do that. So as we're going through the credit repair, do not apply for any new credit. So do not send these letters until you are ready to not send any new credit, okay? Hey, sister, how are you? Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you so much for the share, Miss Coleman, your awesome sauce. So that's very important. We don't want to do no inquiries while we're going through the credit repair process, okay? And so what we're going to do is we're going to send a letter over to get our personal information. What would be the word? Updated. And what we want to have is you want to decide if you want your name to show first, middle initial, and last name. And that's very important because it's your name that you want to show. It's your choice if you want your birth date on there. And they're always going to have to display the last 4 digits of your social. That is fine. And in my personal opinion, remove your employers. They don't need to know where you work. They don't need to know you have a job. So that's another reason why you do not want to apply, because you're giving them that information. Every time you go somewhere and apply, the person is typing it in. They're not paying attention. So now your name is spelled wrong. Your date of birth is wrong. Instead of being Coleman, you Holman. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to clean all that up. It's just like you want a smooth, clear credit profile. So that's the first thing we're going to do. So that's the second. First, we're going to opt out of pre-screening. And then we're going to send in a letter to update our personal information. Now, it takes 30 days. So we're just going to send it off to each bureau, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Now, this I want you guys to write down for me. You're going to need a government-issued ID and your social, okay? So when you send that in, and this only goes to the bureaus, you guys, only to the bureaus. You never send this to the collection agencies, never. You never sign your letters. You guys got that? Never sign your letters. Okay, that's very important. You do not want them having a copy of your signature. I know it's a signature on your ID, but you never sign your letters, okay? The letters that I'm going to send you, is going to say sincerely, and you type your name. You never sign your name, okay? That's very important, because remember I told you guys, when we are challenging the collection agencies, what they have to provide to the bureaus are your original signature. So if you send them a signature, you don't think they'll forge it? They will. So don't give them the ammo. Don't give them the bullets for the gun. Let them do the work. If they ain't got your signature, then that's on them. And if they ain't got your signature, they must eliminate it. So never sign your letters. Send your ID and your social only to the credit bureaus, okay? Only to the credit bureaus. So you guys are going to be able to use Credit Karma and then Experian.com, okay? Never sign, one ID, one copy of your social, 3 letters. Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. That's what we're going to send it to. And the letter is just going to let them know that my name is such and such and such. My date of birth is such and such and such. My social is such and such and such. And my address is such and such and such. And the way you're going to get them with the address is going to be a piece of verbiage on there that says, please remove this address, as I no longer live there and cannot receive mail there. You're going to see that. That's very important verbiage, because if you can't receive mail there, then how the hell is it a mailing address? You don't live there. But the reason why we're going to be so hard on them is because, again, we're cutting the screen. So if that address is connected to 5 collections, we're going to remove the address so the collections fall off. So it's very likely that you guys are going to get collections removed with just your personal information letter. Now, if you do get collections removed, that's great. If you don't get upset, don't get discouraged, don't get worried. It's a process, it's a method to the madness, and as long as you stay the course, you got it, okay? Hey, Miss Morris, how are you? So then I also want you guys to go to Experian.com, okay? So when you go to Experian.com, and I'm going to type it in for you guys as well, because I want to tell you guys where to go, because this is a free service that is going to give you guys your FICO score, okay? The scores that you get from Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, any of those places where you get a copy of your credit report off of an app, that's a Vantage credit score. Those work. It can give you an idea, but if Credit Karma is telling you that you're a 600 and Experian is telling you that you're a 580, unfortunately, you are 580, because that is a FICO score. All lenders use FICO score modules of some sort, which Experian will give you all of them for free. No lenders use Vantage scores. Just remember, Credit Karma is a selling site. It's a marketing site, and they just so happen to give you your credit score in there. But you guys, just remember, sometimes the cheap becomes expensive. It can definitely help if you're in the credit repair journey. I use Credit Karma because if a collection is removed, it's going to let you know. If an address is removed, it's going to let you know. If anything is going on, Credit Karma going to let you know. And they're going to tell you, oh, you have excellent approving eyes and recommendations. They lying. Nobody ain't got no damn. Pay them no mind, okay? So then once you guys get on Experian.com, you guys, I already have an account with them. So once you go to Experian.com, let's see, we want to do a free credit report. And then what you're going to do is it's going to pop up and you're going to get your free credit report and FICO scores. It's going to give it to you instantly. At the very bottom, once you put your information in, at the top is going to tell you to do the membership, the trial membership. At the bottom in small letters, because y'all know how they get us, they're going to say, no, take me to my free score or something. Make sure you click that, okay? And then you're going to have a free copy of your credit score with Experian only, though. And then that's going to be your FICO score, and then you could just get a better idea of what your actual FICO score is and what you need to work on, okay? So once you get your credit report, we'll do our next meeting. We'll be able to see what's on there. It's probably going to take you guys about 30 days to get the personal information updated. Don't rush it. Just set it and forget it, because it's a couple of steps that we're going to take. Don't even worry about it. So this is how I've already opted out of pre-screening notices. I've already updated my personal information. So if you guys are thinking, well, what if the address on my driver's license matches the address for collection, that's fine. Still send it in there anyways. And what you guys have to do is if you get your credit report, like from Credit Karma, I've cleaned up all my personal addresses. So say for instance, if they put Latanya A versus Latanya Annette, and before I got married, I was a Blackwell. So sometimes they will have Latanya A Blackwell. So when I send my personal update letters, now I will put Latanya A Ransom, because that's going to remove Latanya A Blackwell. You get it? And so if that name is connected with that address, which is one of my previous addresses, because I ain't been a Blackwell since the 60s, it's easier for me to get that removed than not. I hope that makes sense. When you look at your credit report, it's going to have identifying information, and it's going to show you which account is connected to which address. So that's why you got to get the address removed so you can get the collection removed with the letter that we're going to send in. It just makes it easier because they just going to say that they verified it. And that's what the credit bureaus be doing. They don't want to do their job. They don't make the collection agencies do their job. Nobody don't want to do their job. You're just going to have to put some pressure. Pride pressure. Get it while you get it. Pride pressure. So just keep that in mind. So we're going to opt out of pre-screenings. We're going to update our personal information. If you guys do not have a Credit Karma account, we do need you to get a Credit Karma account and an Experian account. Okay, so just also keep in mind too, I don't know if you guys have heard, or maybe you guys are thinking that you want a human to look at your letters. Actually, you don't want a human to look at your letters. Your letters are going to go through a big ass computer. Artificial intelligence. You guys, there's a lot of artificial intelligence. You know, Facebook uses artificial intelligence. So once you can understand how the beasts work, then you can understand how to make it work for you. So eOscar scans the letters in, and if the addresses match, they're gonna send you a letter saying basically we verified. And then if they don't, they're gonna send you a letter letting you know, oh my God, we removed this, that, and the third. Sometimes you gotta send one letter. Sometimes you gotta send two letters. Sometimes you may have to send three letters, but at the end of the day, it's a letter and a piece of paper. I'm gonna give you the letter. All you have to do is fill in your information. Make sure you don't sign it. Take a copy of your ID, a copy of your social, send it in to each one. Make sure you mark the 30 days. You want to give it 30 days. And after the 30th day, more than likely, they're going to send you a copy of the credit report. Once you get the credit report, you're going to be able to see what they did not remove, what they kept, what is on your report, and what is the personal identifier. Once we know what the personal identifier is on the credit, now we have to attack it. I hope that makes sense, but the most important thing is we want to remove the personal information that is connected to the collection so we can get the collection removed, okay? So that's through the bureaus. So that would be our first step. Now, say for instance, you check your mail and this is your collection letter. So if you got a letter in the mail yesterday, on that letter, it's going to give you your mini Miranda, which is the same Miranda that the police use when they say, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you use against you will be held against you, whatever they be saying or whatever. So that thing is going to say, this is an attempt to collect the debt. Any information used, that's your mini Miranda. So anytime you see that, you know they're trying to collect something from you. If that is the case, you need to respond to that within 30 days. And for that, you need to do a debt validation. So if anybody has a letter from a collection agency, you need to send them a debt validation letter. In that letter is so many things you're going to ask for that more than likely they're not going to have. But most importantly, you're going to ask them to cease and desist all collection efforts, which means they should not report it to the credit bureaus, because if it's with the collection agency, you are trying to stop it from getting to the credit bureau and just fight with them. So that is a debt validation letter. It is basically a letter letting them know, like, hey, bro, you say I owe it, prove it. I ain't saying I do owe it. I ain't saying I don't owe it. I mean, maybe I was at Memorial Hospital maybe I wouldn't. What proof you got? Just just tie me to the crime. Just put me back at the crime scene, because I got a strong alibi. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, they say. Oh, it was somebody in the road with a bad wig. Oh, it's a bunch of people with rows and a bad wig. I don't think that was me. You just gonna have to make them, you're gonna have to make them prove it. You're gonna have to make them show you better than they could tell you, because they'll tell you anything. This your debt, this shall be a really. Just don't fall for it. So if anybody has a debt validation letter, which means that you have a bill collector that has sent something to you, you are in your dunning period. So when you're in your dunning period, that just means that you have 30 days by law to dispute that letter. So within those 30 days, you want to make sure that you get a letter out to the collection agency. Now, just because the collection agencies are not as heavily mandated, and the collection agencies, they pay really, really, really dirty. Hey, girl, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. And they pay really, really, really dirty. I recommend that with them, you do a certified mail. I think it's like $5. Send them the debt validation letter, certified mail, and I can give you guys the debt validation letter as well as the personal identifier information. But I just want to make sure you guys know that it's two totally different things. If you already have it on your credit report, and your credit report is just showing things are not looking good, your credit is bad, no harm, no foul. Excuse me. No harm, no foul. We're going to start with the personal information. We're going to get that removed, get that updated. Once you get the personal information removed and you get the personal information updated, then we're going to move on to the next step for the collection validations, okay? So make sure you guys first opt out of the pre-screening. It's an easy process. You want to opt out of the pre-screening because you basically just want to stop them from selling your information, because they are making money off of your misfortunes. Once you send that over to opt out of the pre-screening, they gonna know somebody done told you something, because they're gonna be like, what? So you want to opt out of the pre-screening first, and then you want to send in the letter to update your personal information. Now, if collections are removed for that, that's great. Make sure you keep your information, because collection agencies are notorious from getting it removed from one space, from one. So like, say for instance, if ABC Collections has your account and they cannot validate that account. Legally, that account is not supposed to be able to be reported again. But what they're gonna do is sell it to DCEF with they dumbass, and then they just gonna try to re-report it again. So then you just have to hit them with, bruh, this was already removed. If they couldn't validate it, what did they give you to show that it was validated? And what the hell you got to validate it? So just keep in mind, a collection can be removed and it can come back. The only way to actually get a collection removed is to, pay it. But why would you pay a collection? Because the worst thing you can do is pay a collection, because you admit guilt and you extend the reporting period to another 7 years. The only way that I would suggest that anybody was to pay a collection is if it's a pay to delete, or if you are in a special situation where you're trying to buy a house and your lender is like, I don't care what you do with this collection, I just need it to remove, and I need it to be removed, and if you have the funds available, do that. But just know, if you ever try to go back and dispute that and get that off of your report, you are going to have a hard time doing that, and it does carry quite a bit of negativity with it. So when people say, oh, I paid my collections, I'm like, damn. Now we're going to have a harder time disputing it. I ain't saying it's impossible, but you definitely put yourself back at the crime scene when you made that payment. I mean, you might as well just say, yeah, I shot him and I ran over him and then I left. And then I was on my way trying to get out the country, and here y'all come with FBI agents talking about y'all want to take me in for questioning. So do any of you guys have any questions about the opting out of pre-screening, the updating your personal information, and setting up your accounts with Credit Karma and Experian.com. I just want to make sure, because I know that was a lot. And then you guys, we are not trying to get these letters to a live person. We actually, because you know, when people just be looking, being nosy. Hey, Miss Barnes, how are you? When people just looking and being nosy, they'll try to find a reason to hate on the pimp. And a lot of people think that it's people working in the collection agency reviewing your disputes and all that. No, it's not. They get millions and millions and millions and gazillion letters, you guys. There is a machine that is like really processing all paperwork for you guys. It's just that simple. It's gonna put your and all our letters and all our hard work and time, they run it through a machine and they break it down to a code. Once you get that credit report back, I need to see it because I want to see what code they put you in, and then it's a way that we can fight that code too. So it's just we're basically gonna be playing ball, but we just have to know if he's trying to go for the layup, we just know we gotta slap the ball. If he's trying to pass it to Kim Young or whoever, Susan, whoever playing, we just gotta make sure we jump in there and catch the ball first. So we just gotta make sure we stay on top of it. You guys, one thing about me is I'm not the most organized person, but it just takes like some type of reminder or something, because if I send you guys the letters today and you don't send it out until tomorrow, and then somebody else sends it out on Wednesday, the 30 days are going to be different. So sister, you opt out of the pre-screening by going to, and then I can always help you out with that if you can't find it. You go to, let me just pull it back up, because and when you guys do the opt out of pre-screening, so you guys, because y'all know I'm country, and here go my accent. So it's opt, which is OPT, out, OUT, prescreening.com. And so when you click on that, you're going to opt out of all three. Innovis is on there. You might as well go on and opt out of them too. Innovis is a whole nother beast, a whole nother thing that's going on. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with too much, but again, I do have my subscribers badge, and I will be giving out some additional information in there, but I definitely will be telling you guys how to clean up these other 5 bureaus. Just keep in mind that they are bureaus as well. They are mandated by the government. Just a lot of people don't talk about them. A lot of people don't know about them. But you would dispute them in the same way that we're going to dispute what people call the big 3, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Hey, Ms. Baker, how are you? So if you guys don't have a Credit Karma report, all you need is an email address, and they're going to pull some information off of your credit file, and they're going to give you Equifax and TransUnion on creditkarma.com, and then I need you guys to go over to Experian.com and get your free report, because we are going to need to see you guys' FICO score. The FICO score is the score that all lenders use, okay? And so it's also too important, and I should have made sure that I knew exactly what the 2 dates were, but I think it's the date your billing cycle ends, and the date that your credit cards report to the credit bureaus. Hey, kicking it with Shine Michelle. How are you guys? Thank you so much for tuning in. So those are 2 very important days, because it's some tricks that you can do with that to where you can get your credit score up, and you can raise your credit score 60 to 75 points by doing that. So if you guys have credit cards, make sure you're using your credit cards, but you always have to let a little bit report. So whatever your credit card is, to get in that sweet spot, I would say 10%. Excuse me, you guys. I would say 10%, but you guys decide whatever works for you, whatever you want to do. But if you want to get the most use, I would say between 8 to 10%, but the sweet spot is 1 to 2%. So if you guys have a credit card for $500, and I know you guys have heard about 30% utilization. 30% is good, but that's if you already got good credit. I mean, if you're just trying to maintain, 30% is good, but if you're trying to get good credit, you really gonna have to bring that down. I mean, I'm gonna say 10%. I mean, the sweet spot is 1 to 2%. My cards are not under 10%. Hell, they not even under 30%. I'm just telling you what's gonna give you the optimal amount. And when you are able to get there, you will get there. Don't stress yourself out about it. Most importantly, you guys, you do not want to have any late payments. Late payments hit just like collections, and they give you, hey Jessica. Jessica is mother of 8. Make sure y'all show my girl some love and some support. I'm gonna have to have you go back and do the repay for me. Hey, Mr. Bell, how are you? I don't think I've seen you in a little while, but how you doing or whatever? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate the support. I'm gonna have to have you do a hashtag replay for me too, because you done missed a little bit or whatever. So y'all know what? I be forgetting everything. Well, that's good to hear. I'm a strong mother of 4. Girl. I'm gonna need a long drink for that, y'all. Woo! Excuse me. Hey, Amanda. I know, right? That's how my kids is with me. They're like, Mom, we want a brother, we want a sister. I'm just looking at them like, and how the hell this gonna get here? I'm done. Stick a fork in me. I'm gonna be honest with you. One of the main questions I get is, do y'all want any more? I'm like, any more what? Any more debt? Any more money? Any more blessings? Any more forgiveness? Oh, you talking about children? No. You talking about babies? Hell no. Me and my husband both are on the same path. Like, we don't want no more. We wanted a boy. Emphasis on wanted. But, you know, at this point now, Angel is 7, and I'm a woman of a particular age, so I just don't know. I don't even have Megan Stallion knees. I don't think I got a Megan Stallion uterus either, so you know what? I'm probably going to, maybe I'll adopt one day, or maybe somebody will just drop a baby off at the door and I could just keep it or something. I don't know what to tell y'all. But I'm telling y'all right now, if I have to try to push and get another epidural, is that what they give us? Epidural. Y'all hear my baby daddy all the way in the back. You ain't got to worry about that one. So yeah, we don't really agree on much in the beginning, because it's just like, so man, what do you think about the car? I'll be like, I love it. He'll be like, oh, we gonna shop around. That's just 2 totally different answers. But in all honesty, with our little one, we was calling her Junior, because we knew she was going to be a boy. Because God got a sense of humor, because she came 5 years after her sister, and we had struggles having the oldest one. So 5 years later, one dark and stormy night, okay? And look at the brains. They even got lined up at attention. You know, something went left. And I'm like, Matt, what did you do? And he like, what did you do? I'm like, Lord, what did you do? But 5, y'all. Mr. R said 4 years, 10 months. He was looking at the ultrasound because we didn't know yet. He was at the thing. He was happy. He was excited. He was looking. Matt, did the man say he got a vagina? The doctor said it's a vagina. It's a girl. Matt just, and went and sat down. He didn't even want to have nothing else to do with the appointment, y'all. He was motherfucking done. He said, stick a fork in me because I'm tired. Every time I turn around, she having a girl. So we didn't have a name for her, y'all. She was born with no name. And the lady was like, I'm not putting no name ransom on this certificate because they checked her hearing. And she just started plugging names in, and then Matt called his mom, called my mom. She said Angel, because we was trying to hear it and connect to it, you know. And y'all know Angel can be a boy, because most of the time be like, how old is she? I be like, she's a she, ma'am. But in the Hispanic community, Angel is a boy. So yeah, y'all, she was born for like 2 days before we got a name for her. She is an angel, but sometimes she be acting the opposite of an angel. So she, you know what she is. But okay, y'all. So if you guys have a collection notice, so that means if a collection agency has mailed you something to your house, or if a collection agency is calling you, what you guys have to do, and don't be ducking no phase, don't be running for them. At the end of the day, who the hell they think they is? And y'all gotta remember one thing. They gotta put some respect on your name and on your phone bill, because they calling you. So you ain't gotta dodge them. When they answer, say hello. They say, this is such and such with A and B company. Can you do me a favor and verify that I'm speaking with? No. Well, I need no, but you call me. You call me, but you want me to verify that you call me? No. So what I'm going to need you to do is seesaw communications over telephone and send me something in the mail. And within 5 days, that's the law. Because say, for instance, if ABC Collections calls you on Tuesday the 5th, right? Tuesday the 5th. You want to answer that, right? So they call you on the 5th. We're going to count the 5th. So it's the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th. If you don't receive something in your mail on the 9th stating in writing with your mini Miranda, y'all, I recycle paper. This is just one of my daughter's school papers. With your mini Miranda stated on it, that's a violation. And we could get them on that, because we're going to get them on anything and everything. I just want to let you guys know I have went through the CFPB, them people, and got stuff removed. I've got my bankruptcy removed. I've got a host of medical collections removed. You can and you will too. You guys just have to know that you have to be patient. You have to be willing to put in the effort that you need. And you just have to know that it is definitely a marathon. So I just want to let you guys know that I filed bankruptcy. When I bought my house after bankruptcy. And when I bought my house, I had bad credit. I learned how to do credit and get better credit after going through that. So it's not like this is something I've been knowing and doing for my whole life. It's not something that is like that easy, but it's not that hard. I have gotten training in it before, and I have seen results, and I know that there are some tricks, and I could definitely share them with you guys. But I gotta be honest with you guys, as I start to say so much, a part of me just feels like maybe I don't want to say too much. But what I will say is this: opt out of pre-screening. That will work. This personal information letter that I'm gonna send you guys, that letter will work. It's more than enough. So if you do the first round, and we're gonna call it rounds, if you do the first round and it's round 1 and it doesn't come off, then you guys can send that letter again. Just change the date. Now, if you are a subscriber, I'll give you some different verbiage. It's just a little bit more aggressive verbiage. But that letter that we are sending in, that's the same letter I'm sending in too. And if I didn't have that aggressive verbiage, I resend the same letter too. So I don't want you guys to think it's not effective. I'm already opt out of pre-screening. It's very important. I can get more information on why you opt out of pre-screening, but it's very important. So you definitely want to do that. And you want to update your personal information. And make sure, most importantly, you guys do not have to send your letters out today, tomorrow, this week. But if there is something that you want to apply for and you need to apply for, I need you to do it before you start sending your letters out to start your dispute process, okay? Excuse me. So we're going to opt out your personal information. Hey, Tia. And we want to make sure, most importantly, that you are not applying for any credit, okay? If your address that the collection is connected to is the address that's on your ID, that's fine. There's other personal identifying information that we can use, and you still can get it removed. It's just a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? So you may have to send in 2 or 3 rounds of letters, but at the end of the day, I'm going to provide you guys with the letters, so you guys know these are the letters that I use, right? Because I'm going to provide you guys with them. And if anybody has a collection, if you don't want to say it on here, you can inbox me and just say I have a collection, because if you have a collection, we're going to do it different. I wanted to just have this be about just, you know, opting out of the pre-screening, because the credit bureaus are making money off of your misfortune, and you want to stop that. So once they know that you're trying to repair, because they make money off of people who have better credit too. So if you opt out and don't get your credit fixed, they just housing your information and not making no money off of it. But if they can start putting you into another bracket where you could be a 620, a 720, a 750, they still could send you. And then because you know, like Amex, they don't send offers. But if you go online and you apply for Capital One, you can apply for Discover, you can apply for Amex, but they're already gonna know, and plus they're gonna pull your credit, and they're gonna see that you're in a better position, and then they're gonna send a credit offer to you. You guys really only need to have 3 credit cards. No matter what nobody has told you, you need a credit card, because you need to have something reporting in order for you to get a credit score. And when you get them credit cards, use them. If it's burning you like it's a hole in your pocket, that's perfect. You just need to find your statement date, like when your billing ends, and you just need to, hey, Miss Jenkins, and you just need to, hey, Jermaine, how are you? You guys, that is Mr. Bad Boy 008. Go on and drop your page for me in the comments. How are you? How are you? How are you? I'm gonna have to have you go back and do a hashtag replay for me so you can suck up all this information. I forgot just that fast. It'll come back to me, y'all. What was I saying? I do that a lot. Damn it, I hate when that happens. So we want to get our personal information. Where we're going to see what our personal information is for me to send, I'm going to send the letter over to you. And it's going to have a list of personal information. You're just going to put your names there. Oh, the pre-screening. Thank you, Adriana. So for the pre-screening, all the time, but that's like the story of my life. So I was thinking in my head, I don't want to be as goofy as I am, because this is a serious situation and people are probably taking notes, but honestly, it's hard for me to not be goofy. So I have to think. And when I'm thinking, you guys can see it, because it's just like, I kind of feel robotic, like it. But I know it's important, and I want you guys to be able to get it. So when you opt out of the pre-screening, they're not going to mail you anything. But when they see that you're sending in disputes, maybe they'll just press a button and be like, go on and move her over to the 700, 600 club. At least we can make some money off of her. You get it? Okay. I can't tag it on here, but I'm gonna send it to you. Let me write this down for my YouTube channel. Hey, Nicole. I did shout you out at the beginning, but go on and drop your page for me as well. And you guys make sure y'all show the Sprinkle Queen some love, and make sure you guys sprinkle and follow her out. And we all have to support each other and help each other out. So Nicole, I was just going through the steps, and Jermaine as well. I was just going through the steps of how you get started on the credit repair journey. Now, unless you guys have received a collection letter, hey, Tea Time with Lady D, make sure you guys sprinkle and follow her out as well. Unless you guys have received a collection letter in the mail, which means a collection agency sent you something saying you owe us this money, And at the bottom, it's going to have your mini memoranda, which is, this is an attempt to collect the debt, any information. You have 30 days, so that needs to be sent a debt validation letter. So if anybody has collection agencies calling them or collection agencies sending them something in the mail, this is my daughter's paper. I'm a recycler, you guys. That's the couponer in me. So I don't know if she wanted this or not, so I just wrote on the back. She can't really read that well anyways. She's 7 though. Okay, yeah, most definitely. Because you know what? The positive stuff we want to keep. The stuff that's not positive is going to be negative. We want to remove. But if you guys have credit cards that are open and active, that's considered revolving credit. There is a way to get the maximum amount of points from that. So that's important too. We want to do that. Hey, Courtney. So you guys, Courtney is with Unapologetically Courtney LLC. Make sure you sprinkle her out and follow her. I don't think they can see you, just your head.
I ain't trying to make you get 1 million followers.
You don't want me to get 1 million views, baby daddy?
Not that quick.
Okay. Well, you want me to go on and move my hand because you know I'm ready. Y'all can't play Mr. Ransom. No kind of mind. Pay those credit cards down. Most definitely. Most definitely. We want to pay credit cards down. I've heard 30%. 30% is cool if you are trying to maintain. But if you're trying to find your sweet spot, you want to get it between 10 to 8. Now, I feel like to get the best and the most use of it, I feel like 1 to 2%. But if you guys don't have it right now, don't stress yourself out. And you guys, make sure you get these cards set up on auto pay. That's the most important thing. Make your minimum payments. If we are just gonna keep it real and we are at the bare minimum and money is tight for everybody because hell is tight for me, make sure you get them cards set up on auto pay and pay them 1 day before. Set them bills up on auto pay and just make auto payments. Okay? Baby Miss Nicole said, hey. He said, hello. I don't have one. I have my last credit card charged off. And you know what? To be honest with you, once it's charged off, it's actually easier to get it removed. So that's fine. I've had a lot of charge offs. Don't even worry about it. And the thing about it, you guys, don't let the credit score intimidate you. I'm not making it seem like it's going to be the easiest thing in the world, but I promise you it's not going to be the hardest. I mean, women have baby all day. I think that's harder to do. Hey, LaTrey, how are you? You guys make sure you go over and sprinkle and follow Mr. LaTrey to Valid and drop your blog page on here for me. I am just sharing some information about credit with everyone and some steps for beginners. If you guys have any questions for me, just ask me. If you guys can't get access to the websites or anything, just ask me. I'll be more than happy to help you guys with that. We definitely want to make sure that we opt out of pre-screenings. We get ourselves a Credit Karma account, which is free. That's going to give us our Vantage score and keep us with the updates because you're going to get a lot of updates in the credit repair process. And I also want you guys to go to Experian.com and I want you guys to set up for a free account to get a copy of your FICO score. That's going to be free. So that's all we need. You guys don't have to pay for any type of credit monitoring right now. Once we start to see things fall off and you guys want to have that, you're more than welcome to. I'm just going to do it in a way that's going to be the most effective, and that's just going to save some money. Credit Sesame works just as fine. Hey, Charmaine, you guys make sure y'all show my girl Cooking with Charmaine some love as well. And make sure y'all show my girl Kicking It with Shay and Michelle. You guys, Credit Sesame, Credit Karma, Wallet Hub. I don't know if you guys have heard of those before. Those are all free sites that will definitely give you guys a credit score. Just please keep in mind that is a Vantage score. So when it's a Vantage score, they take in a couple of other things Let me just tell you guys what the internet says about the Vantage scores. I know because I've dealt with them for so many times, but a Vantage score has an additional screening. It takes additional stuff into consideration that the FICO score does not. So the reason why I want you guys to get Experian.com and it's free, that's because that's your FICO score. And if your FICO score is different from your Credit Karma score, you want to go with the FICO score. All lenders use FICO score. None of them use Vantage. It's Wallet Hub, Jermaine. So it's HUB. It's Wallet Hub. These are all free sites. I use all of them, especially doing the credit repair, credit restoration stage. These are amazing because I'm telling you, Credit Karma gonna let you know when them addresses fall off, when them names fall off, when them collections fall off, when they update it. They ain't the best for the score because, again, it's a Vantage score. So that's not the score you could take to the bank and say, oh, I got a 700. Then they run you and say, no, ma'am, you have a 568. That's because that's a Vantage score and it has different things in that module that it used. So that's the reason why. So if you guys want to know what your FICO score is, you want to go to Experian.com and get the free membership. You guys don't want to pay for it. It is going to ask you for your card information, but in big letters, it's going to say start your trial. In like pink, right under it, you want to click on that one because we don't need to start no kind of trials because in all honesty, we all know our credit is bad. We just want to know what our FICO score is, and we can definitely do credit repair with Credit Sesame. Hey, Marie, with Credit Sesame. Wallet Hub, which is WALLETHUB, Credit Karma, and Experian.com. That's actually all we need, okay? So I need you guys to opt out of pre-screening. That's so that they can stop sending you guys offers from all these subprime places that don't mean you no harm. That's just going to take money from you, so just stop it. We want to opt out of that. We want to update our personal information. I am going to be going back and sending each and every last one of you guys a letter to send out to update your personal information. Send it out when you're ready. It's very self-explanatory, but if it's not, please let me know. When I tell you guys that you guys can inbox me, I'm here for you. If you have any questions, I mean that sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I don't know if y'all seen me laughing and kind of joking with some men that be saying, I want to marry you and all this. Can you inbox me? I never tell them, yeah. I'll say, hey, and I'll tell them, I'm going to help you find a wife. And you don't want these problems. But if I don't want you to inbox me, in all honesty, I'm not going to say that. Because if I have no intentions of responding to you, I'm not even going to send that to you. But to everybody on here, if you guys reach out to me, just keep in mind, I do work a 9 to 5. My days off are Sunday, Monday. So this is when you get the most from me. I'll be more than happy to help. Let me read this, you guys. All right. So this seems has this been reported on your credit, Ms. Goins? Has this been reported on your credit? Because what Ms. Goins is talking about is she switched companies, she turned in some medical equipment, and they said they didn't get it, and then they sold it to another company, and now they saying, oh, we did get it, but it's damaged. If this sounds familiar to you, Cox Cable do that. Don't they do that? Hey, Michelle, how are you? You guys make sure y'all go over, show my girl Michelle Talks some love and some support. Michelle Talks LLC, some love and some support as well. So how are they communicating with you? Are they sending you letters or are they calling you? Cox Cable in Vegas is infamous for that. If anybody has tried to turn in a cable box to somebody and then you go turn it in, they give you a receipt, and next thing you know, they say you owe $9,000 for the damn cable box. Y'all crazy out y'all mind. Y'all, I done fought Cox Cable and got them off my credit like 52 times. The water company is infamous for that. Tahoe Spring. Bottom of your letter, if it's saying well, that's a lot of terminology. Are you seeing, sorry y'all, are you seeing anywhere at the end of your on that letter where it's saying this is an attempt to collect the debt? Any information, baby? Can you send me that iPad? Any information will be used for that. You guys, I'm gonna try to connect I'm trying to disconnect a couple of my devices in my house. Oh, Joy, were you on here? I'm sorry, I missed you. I'm so sorry. Hey, Joy. Good night, Joy. Just remember they filter comments so I don't quite see anything, so I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna try to turn off my laptop because I wanted to walk you guys through what I was looking at. But I want you guys to opt out of pre-screening. It's just filling in your information. That's very important. And then I'm gonna send each one of you guys the personal information letter. I do want to let you guys know that I did receive my badge subscriptions. So this information that I'm giving you guys is extremely effective. This is effective. This is what I'm going to be using too. This is going to be our round 1 letters. We may have to send a couple of rounds of letters, but we are definitely going to get it done. If anyone gets into the subscription with me, when we go for round 2, there's just some additional verbiage that's a little bit more aggressive that I am going to say for the subscriptions, just to be able to give something back to them. Okay, and Ms. Goins, that seems like you are getting sent a letter from a debt collector. So in this situation, you're going to do the one that I'm telling you about with a debt validation letter. So when you send that over to me, Ms. Goins, I'm going to send you the debt validation letter. Now this one I recommend you send certified. So for anyone just coming on, if it's already on your credit, it has done the most damage it's going to do. When the collections first hit your collection report, if you lose 75 points, that's the most it's going to lose. After 2 years, it affects you way less. So the farther you get from the day it hit, the less the hit is. It's still a blow. But once it's 2 years and 1 day, it ain't that bad. You just got punched in the eye and people know about it. You know what I'm saying? But at least you ain't still bruising and your eyes popping out and stuff like that. So if we're going to do it this way with the credit bureaus to get stuff off the credit bureaus, we want to first opt out of personal screening. Pre-screening. We want to correct our personal information, and there's a letter that we send over to that. That's going to be our first step. We're going to get that letter sent off, and we have to give it 30 days. It's very important. If I send it to you guys today, but you don't mail it until Wednesday, just know that's 30 days from that day. We don't want to get in a rush and send it over sooner than that, because Oscar going to say, girl, it's 27 days, and then they're just going to say, it's frivolous and all this other stuff, and they send stupid letters, and we have a response for everything that they say. So whatever they say, we're ready. But the most important thing that we're trying to get from these personal information letters is an updated copy of your credit report, so I can look at it and see what is the personal identifier that is reporting, that is connecting them together. And I'm going to show you guys a credit report so you guys can read it and see it's not your social. You guys put way too much information on your social. They can't report without your social, but if they have everything, they can't run credit without your social, but they definitely can report it without your social, because you guys are going to be surprised in the order of 5, with this being first, second, third, and 5, and having the highest and the least amount of needing, social is at the bottom. To report negative information, your social is at the bottom. You know, the main thing is your address, you guys. Your address is the main thing. You guys are going to be surprised when you see that. And it runs through a system called Oscar. So we're going to put all our time and energy into sending these letters out, and he's going to run it through and spit it out with a code and be like, girl, you tried it. Or, oh my gosh, she got through. But at the end of the day, It's a method. It's a process, you guys. It's a process. And I do try. I do try. You know what? Then it seems like it's still with the original. It's still with the original creditor. That is a good place for it to be as well, Ms. Goins. Since it's medical equipment, it seems like it's in line with medical equipment. Just remember, the law passed that if it's under $500, Matt, do you know? And if I don't know if y'all know, I ask my baby daddy everything. He is like my safety blanket. He comforts me, even though he give me a hard time. He be calling me out on what I don't know and everything, but I always ask him everything. I'm in a wedding with this cousin, and she called me. You finna hookah? Oh, let me get in on that. What you finna do with that? Just sit over there. Well, where you finna go? You gonna hookah in the room? Okay, well, go on with your bad self. Okay, let me get back to this. I'm sorry, y'all. So y'all know the new law states that if it was under $500, they can't report it to your credit. So do you know if it was under $500, baby? Now you may get so. Okay, y'all.
Right there.
So we have a stairwell right there that goes up, and he's not dressed. So he said he ain't ready to put all that out there because he don't want me to get 1 million views. And I told him, ooh, I'm ready to risk it all. Anywho, but if it's under $500, remember, it can't go on your credit report. So you guys, all that medical is probably about to start falling off anyways. And just know, anytime you get a letter in the mail, girl, yes, he went upstairs. He went upstairs. And I'm going to be honest with you, if y'all go back and catch some of my older lives, y'all going to see I can't drink and I can't hookah. But this other girl that I was following, the Real and Raw, she do it all the time, and she just makes me want to do it because I think it looks cool. But I'm gonna be honest with you, when she do it, it looks cool and sexy. When I do it, it looks more like a fish out of water choking and stuff. But I still be trying. Yes, girl, he got up out of here. Lost my thought again. Oh, so if it's medical, they may not be able to send it over to the collection agency if it's under $500. So just keep that in mind. And then Ms. Goins, you let me know. So I know Ms. Goins needs a validation letter. Joy, I'm not trying to put you on the spot like that, but did you need a validation letter by chance? I know. And you guys, I'm sending a validation letter because remember a few days back, they sent me a letter in the mail talking about they wanted to collect on me for $800, I think. Okay, I got you. And so do you guys got it? Do you guys kind of understand why we want to start with the personal information? Because we want to do it the right way. We want to do it the right way, just like we want to do everything the right way with Facebook. We just want to understand what Meta is trying to do, what they got going on. We want to do everything the right way so we get the best results. But I'm telling you guys, make sure you clean up your personal information. You guys are going to be surprised. If a lot of the stuff on your reports are old, that's what I was going to tell you guys. If a lot of stuff on your reports are old and you don't live at those addresses no more, 99.9% sure when you send the letter to update your personal information, collections are going to start falling off. You guys are going to be really, really, really surprised. But the other thing that's going to surprise you guys is as those collections fall off, your credit score not going to go up. Because remember, those collections give age. Y'all know what? I need to give y'all that credit pie chart. I should have had one of those. I'm going to send that too. Because it's going to show you and payments are 30%. Payments are 30%. And age plays a part in it too, you guys. I'm a little rusty, but I still know what I'm talking about. So you guys also keep in mind, when those collections fall off, your credit score is probably going to go down because you're gonna lose age. Just keep that in mind. You're going to be like, what the hell? I got collections removed and it went down. It will rebucket and rebounce itself back. But that's why I'm telling you guys, we need active credit, okay? And I'm going to tell you guys another trick. If you can't get one of those subprime cards, and I call them subprime cards because that's what they are, you guys, I think I got 2 of them in my wallet right now. And as a matter of fact, since I'm going on an all-out war with the credit companies, I'm canceling both of them hoes too, so I'm getting rid of them too. So just so y'all know. This will want you to call me when you get off, please. Of course. I forgot Miss Nicole. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call you. My bad. Oh yes, I did. And I do have some information for you. I do. I remember now. I do. What was I saying, y'all, just that fast? Y'all remember? Anytime. Damn it. I think I'm gonna stop reading the comments until I finish what I'm saying because my train of thought is really off, so I'm sorry. Some cards. What was I saying about the cards? Oh, yes, okay. Thank you. This is important too. Throw the cards away. Well, wait. Before we throw the cards away, if they're on your report, we are gonna get those cards removed first. Then you can throw them away. But okay. So if you're gonna opt out of pre-screening, you're not gonna get those offers for subprime cards anymore. So what you guys can do to rebuild is there's BOA, which I recommend first, and then Wells Fargo. Okay. Have any of you guys heard of secured cards before? So when you get a secured card, what you do is you give them the money and they put it on a card for you, and then they report every 30 days to the credit bureaus. If you guys can get a secured credit card through B of A or Wells Fargo or whatever major bank you have in your city, I promise you, you're going to see results. I don't care what kind of collections you guys got, because it's not the collections. I'm telling you, you need credit. You need revolving credit. You need that credit to be moving to get that algorithm going. So I'm telling you guys now, if you guys have $300, and if you don't have it today, when you have it and you want to invest in yourself and you want to invest in your future, this is how you guys do it. I'm going to also tell you guys about piggybacking. Let me write this down. I'm going to have to get my phone charger, you guys. My kids ain't here. I usually just yell at them to get it for me. So if you guys have $300 and you want to invest in your future, the way you do that is you take $300 to Wells Fargo or Bank of America. I used Bank of America my first time. And you know what, Miss Goins, that's fine, because 30% is just like, you know what, you guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know that I would have a fee that I would charge you guys. I think if we do this together on here like this, and if you guys are open with working with me, I'm open with working with you guys, I wouldn't charge a fee. I really wouldn't, because I want to just be able to help. And if you guys are doing the work and I'm just leading you along, I don't mind. As far as the letters, it's an easy email and it's a PDF, and you just fill it in. And then if you want to be like, hey, Tanya, did I fill this in correctly? I have no problem with answering that for you. Let me grab my charger like Miss Nicole said, y'all. I think I won't charge anybody anything, but I will save some stuff for my subscribers, you know? So I'm gonna have to move, you guys, and I have to lift this to hold it without knocking it over. I'm gonna have to move to over here, but I can still to plug up my phone charger. Give me a half of a second, y'all. Let me just put this in. So So, if you guys have $300, you guys, I have to sit down. I didn't think about that right. If you guys have $300, so if you guys have $300, then you guys can get a secured card. Down, Junior, wait a second. I gotta help the people go on. That's my dog, y'all. So you guys can get a secured card from from Bank of America or Wells Fargo. You just take them $300. They're gonna explain it to you. It's a card for rebuilding, and they are going to report every 30 days to each credit bureau. Now, what you guys want to do, ask them when do they report. And you guys write this down for me because this is important. It's going to help you guys a lot. You guys want to ask them, when do they report to the credit bureaus? And when is your statement date? And you want to make sure that you have it down. If you can do 30%, okay. But if you could do 10%, that would be any better. So if you have a $300 card, I think you don't want to have more reporting. Somebody gonna have to do the math because I'm on this iPad and can't find the calculator. But you don't want to have more than 10% reporting. Is that $30? Y'all do the math for me. So before the statement date that they give you, because they have to tell you, because it's gonna be on your credit card. Before the statement date, I need you to have that paid down to 30%. Once that card reports, because now we're at the reporting date, 2 different dates and very important. If it's not making sense, tell me. Once it reports, you guys, once it reports that under that 10% or under, you're gonna see an increase in your credit score. Once it reports, if it reports on the 5th, start spending on the 6th. You get it? I'm gonna say it one more time for you guys. When you guys go in and you get the credit card, right? I didn't do the math because I can't find it, but I think it's $30, which is 10%. You want to be a superstar? Get it down to 5% and let $15 report. The worst thing you guys can do is have 0 reporting. So if you guys are paying your credit cards off to 0, that's a no-no. It is not helping you. It's actually hindering you. Everything I'm saying, I'm having you guys write it down, Google it. And you guys gonna see, oh, that girl over there telling you time, she know what she's talking about. She be talking a lot, talking in circles, talking all over the place, but she got it. So paying it to 0 is not gonna work. You need something to report. 30% is good if you want to maintain, but in this situation, if we have bad credit and we are trying to get the most usage out of our credit, do that and you're gonna see an increase, because 30% of your score, you guys, is your payments. So you need to know your statement date when your billing cycle closes. So at that point, you need to be under 10%. You need to let that 10% roll, which is $30. You need to let the $30 report. And then if the day after report, start using your card again, redo that, do that for each one of your cards. Every card is gonna probably have a different billing date and a different date that it reports, okay? So once you guys know those 2 dates, if your credit score doesn't go up, I'm like 99.9% sure it will, okay? And then another thing you guys can do is we call it piggybacking. Piggybacking is when someone has good credit. So if you have good credit, you will put someone on your account as an authorized user. Now, an authorized user does not have to have a card, and they don't have access to your account. So basically, as long as you or that person has good spending habits, they will put you in as an authorized user, and then you would reap the benefits of their good behavior, which is their good credit. So if I have a 750, I would put Nicole on as an authorized user, and then Nicole's credit score will start going up because Nicole, my good credit is reported on mine and hers. Now, if you worried about somebody using your card or something, you guys, don't you ain't got to worry about it. They're authorized user. You want to make sure they can't use your stuff, don't send them a card. My mama don't know right now, unless she watching, that I have her as an authorized user on one of my cards, and she don't have a card. So then they say, they subprime too, because these subprime cards always saying some shit you don't want to hear. They say, oh, we got to send a card. I said, well, send it here. You know, when they sent it here, I shredded it. So you don't have to worry about that. If it's an authorized user, they can't call and say, I want to increase the credit limit. I'm mad at Tanya. I'm not going to pay. You don't have access to pay. I'm paying. You piggybacking off of me. I ain't piggybacking off of you. But that's one way to help your family members and loved ones out. If they have good credit, piggyback on theirs. So if you can't afford to pay the $300 now to get you a secured card and your credit card is in a bad spot. And that's a gem, y'all. That's a gem. You want to piggyback off of them. So have them add you as an authorized user. Now keep in mind, got to be somebody you can trust, got to be somebody you can respect, and it got to be somebody that's going to keep their stuff together. You know what I mean? Because if they go default, if they go negative, you go negative. But if they keep up the good work and onward and upward, you're going to be good to go. And I'm going to drop another gem for y'all. If y'all got a baby that's like 15 to 16, y'all need to add y'all kids as authorized user, because Lent pays into it as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you add your kids to your credit card and you're doing a good job with your credit card, when your baby turn 18, your baby will have a 750, and you want your baby to leave your house to their own house. I'm not telling you to put your baby in the house at 18, but I'm telling you, when your baby is 21 with a 750 credit score, she don't got to take out student loans. She can if she want to, but she don't have to. Because you can get loans from private lenders with better interest rates than that. So if you want to put your kids in a better position, if I say 16, I know people who throw their kids on at 10, 11, 12. Them kids be having 20 years. They credit score be better than most of us. But you have to think about it. You don't have no age, and age plays, I think it's 20% of it. I'm going to get the chart for you guys. Actually, I'm going to pull it up right now. 20% of it. So it's just once you figure out this algorithm and what you need, then you guys gonna be like, okay, I got it. That makes total sense. But when you don't know, you don't know, and when you can't, you can't. But when you do, you do, and when you will, you shall. So it may seem like a lot right now, but if at any time you guys have any questions, you can always ask me, inbox me. Some of you guys on here have inboxed me. You guys know I'm a little bit slow to respond, but you guys know for a fact that I will respond and I will provide the information. If I have not responded, that's because y'all know I be in between two inboxes, lost as hell. I be in between Ransom, Latonya, and Tanya time. I be like, God damn, where this come from? And then I be like, whoa, they sent me something 8 days ago. So to all of y'all on here, I get confused. I'm new to this stuff, y'all. Let me find this pie chart for y'all for credit. Let me find it for y'all. Y'all gonna be surprised when we fill it out, when we figure it out, y'all. Okay, so payment history, y'all. Payment history is 35%. You get that 35%. Hey, you Tons World, how you doing? That's my girl, that's my girl, that's my girl. And you new to this stuff, it's okay. And you guys, don't be applying for a whole bunch of credit, because it does not reflect good. It looks negative when you do that. You Ton girl, jump in, help me out. I know you know, because you Ton's daughter owns a credit repair company, so she can hop in, share what she know with us if she would like. 30% of that score is amount owed. 15% is the length of credit history. So when I tell you guys, you remove a collection and you lose points, that's because you lost age. So 15%, and new credit is 10%. So when you get a new credit card, that only plays into 10%. So the big numbers are the amount owed. So that's why you want to keep your payments low, and your payment history. Do you guys hear that, payment history? So then you would be like, okay, so what Miss Tanya said makes sense, because I told you the worst thing you could do is pay it to zero. How you gonna have a payment history on zero? I can't calculate that. I can't put you in no type of algorithm. I can't rebucket you. You gotta have something reporting. The least amount, the better. Use it, pay it off. use it, pay it off. If you have a credit card and it can cover a bill for you that you're gonna pay every month, so this is how you are responsible with your credit cards. If your car payment is $490 and your credit limit is $500, throw your credit card payment on your credit card. It's a way y'all can do that too. I can explain that to you guys. It's through a company, but there's a way you guys can do that. But I don't want to complicate things. I want to keep it very simple. So say for instance, every month you have a grocery budget of $200 because we all got to eat. And let's just say you spend $200 on gas, and then you may want to get you some cigarettes or some soda pop. That's what you use that credit card for. Stuff that you're going to be able to pay every month. I'm not telling you to go and buy, what that word is? I forgot the word. But if we are trying to be responsible with our credit and we're trying to build it and we're trying to grow it, you just have to live within your means until you get the score that you want. So if you have $500, you automatically going to spend $300 on groceries and $200 on gas. If that credit card is $500, that's what you use that card for. You get it? Because you always going to have that money. So you could just pay it down, leave a few dollars to report, and then you good to go. Pay credit cards off with other credit cards. I don't know. That one, Jermaine, I think would go more into a little bit more advanced, but you definitely can do that. I have done that before, because most credit cards will not allow you to pay a credit card with the credit card. Hey, Lakeisha. But you can use a company called Plaskete. Have you heard of that before, Utah? Am I saying that correctly? Where they will liquidate that card for you for a small fee, which is usually 3 to 5%, and then you can pay your mortgage and other credit cards with it. But just from credit card to credit card, I don't think you can. Yeah, that would only really work out if you had a really high limit card and you were just trying to liquidate that card and get the best out of it. But I think that's more of a higher level thing that you would do, because you can't pay your mortgage with a credit card, you can't pay your car payment with the credit card. So you can get gas, you can buy food. Well, at least in Vegas you can. I don't know about every state. So you have business cards. So you actually have cards that are attached to the store. Yes, so I just talked about that, Jermaine. We call that piggybacking. It may be so many other words for it, but the way you do that is if someone has a credit card that's in good standing and they have good credit, they could add you as an authorized user. So let's just say if I had a credit card and I have a 750 credit score, I'm always on time, I keep my bill at 1%. If I wanted to add you onto that card so that you could reap the benefits of that as an authorized user. And you guys just keep in mind, a lot of people don't like the authorized users because they say, well, I don't want them having access to my account. I don't want them doing this. I don't want them doing that. They just an authorized user, you guys. They can't call in and get no information. They don't know how much your card is. And if you don't want them to have a card, have the card mailed to your house, or just tell them you don't want them to have a card. So there's no way that they could do anything to damage your credit because they're just an authorized user. They not a signer. They on there for looking good. So that's what I know of is boosting credit. If there's something else out there, honestly, I don't know about it. I'll have to research it a little bit more, but piggybacking definitely works. It definitely works. I have my mom on one of my credit cards right now, and unless she's watching, she does not know. And her card came here and I shredded it, and it's just a way for me to help her out because that my mama wittyable. And then Miss Goins, yours, you said, are Home Depot and PayPal, stuff like that. You guys know one account that I'm not familiar with is PayPal. I always have to ask my sister about it. It just seems very difficult to me. And you guys, I haven't even been on Cash App that long. But the store cards, those are just cards that you can use at the store. But you want to do it the same way, Miss Goins. It's a revolving card. So you use it, pay it, and it reports every month. So it's still a revolving card, and it can definitely help you get the max amount of usage. So what I do, and this is gonna go into business credit. What I do when you first start out with business credit, you are gonna have to get vendor accounts. And a lot of people say, well, I don't need nothing from there, but I get my tissue from there. I'll get my washing powder from there. I'll get my batteries from there. So it's things that you would usually use cash money at like Walmart or something for. Use those cards for those items when you need it, and then just pay it back, because you want to have you want to have activity. Remember, 35%. So if there's anything at either one of those stores that you can buy it from that store, because you're going to kill two birds with one stone. And then in this credit game, we want to work smarter, not harder. So you may spend a little bit more for the batteries at Home Depot than you would at Walmart, but at the same time, you're helping your credit in the process. You know what? Chime is new. When I first heard about Chime, I didn't know what that was. But if you have a PayPal account and Zelle, I think Zelle is more of a way for you to send money. So I don't think Zelle helps you build your credit. Chime, I will have to look into it. But if Chime is doing something very similar to what Wells Fargo, because remember, if there's a major bank in your state that I'm not too familiar with, I heard of Chime before, but if they are going to be like a secured card, or they are going to report to all three of the credit bureaus for you, you definitely want to do that and keep that limit. 30% is what you're going to hear thrown around a lot, but since we're trying to build and get our credit scores up sooner than later, I would say 10%, if 10% of that limit if you can. Because they're more secure. Right. Now, Ms. Goins, can you use your PayPal at a store? I'm not familiar with PayPal, so pardon me for not knowing. So right now it's 616. They have a secured card too. Okay, so yes, Jermaine, that will work for you. So that secured card through Chime is just like the secured cards that I was talking about for Bank of America and Wells Fargo. Those cards are really good for building. PM, yes, PM. It's still light outside. I see a window. Oh, it's right behind me. Yes, it's still light outside. So it is 6:17 here right now. But yes, that is very much like the Wells Fargo that I was talking about, and the Bank of America. So I would definitely recommend that you do that. Just know for a secured card, they're going to tell you the minimum amount that they can give you the secured card for. What you're going to do is you're going to take that cash, give it to them, and they're going to put it on a card. Now it's going to have a APR, an interest rate. Hey, Patricia, as well. And so just make sure it's going to be just like a credit card for you, but they're going to report to all three bureaus every 30 days. And the most important part is if you fall behind on your payments, you're going to be late with the company. Now, this is very important to understand with credit and building credit. You don't want to have any late fees, but honestly, things happen and sometimes you just don't have money. I understand that. If you are before 30 days, that credit card company, let's just say Chime, for Jermaine, that credit card is going to give you a late payment, right? But they're not going to report it to the credit bureaus until the 31st day. So that's some wiggle room, but it's not wiggle room. So if you have to fall behind, if it's due on the 10th and you just can't have it until the 12th, just know you're going to pay a late fee, but it's not going to report as a late mark to the credit bureau. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind as well. And if that didn't go over too well, just ask me and I can say it again. from your credit union. Oh my God, Jermaine, credit unions are the best, the best, the best, the best. You want to get into a credit union, and you want to stay with them and build a good relationship with them. And once you get your credit up, you want to start applying for cards with them. Them are like some of the best cards to have. If anybody can get into Navy Federal, you guys want to get into Navy Federal, that's a good card to have. But definitely take advantage of your credit unions. They tend to pull from the bureaus, but they use a different kind of credit module. So that is definitely a good thing. Coastal Credit Union, okay, so stay with them, keep a good relationship with them. Just try to make sure you don't have any overdrafts on your accounts or anything. And if they have a secured card, I would recommend that you get it through your credit union versus Chime, but you want to get whichever one you are able to get. Hey girl, you guys make sure y'all follow my girl Cooking with Charmaine as well. But if you can get in with your credit card, definitely do that. I do have a Navy Federal card. I love it. Okay, and then Jermaine, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. You're more than welcome to inbox me. I want to make sure that you do the opt-out of pre-screening, and I want you to clean up your personal information, as well as I want everybody on here to do. And I'm going to send you guys the letters, and all you have to do is fill in your information. It's just going to have a space for any names that are on your credit report that are not the names that you want, because you choose. Like me, I want my full name, which, let's just say I'm Rebecca Michelle Goins. If they have Rebecca M. Goins, you write that on there, because that's not your name. How to opt out. So you are going to go to opt out. It's on my laptop, but I don't want to walk away from the computer again. And then what I'll do is I'll also email you the link. It's opt out of prescreening.com. So OPT S so it's OPTOUT prescreening.com. So I have to write stuff down, y'all. So what we're going to do, opt out of prescreening.com. If you have Credit Sesame, Credit Karma, Wallet Hub, that's one place that you can get your credit report from. It's a Vantage score. I just want to make sure you guys know that it's a Vantage score. It's not your FICO score. So that's the reason why I want you guys to get that free account with Experian. This account is free, and it's going to give you your FICO score. Some people use FICO 8, 9, 4, 3, 2. They got a whole bunch of them just to confuse us, throwing all them damn numbers in there to throw us off. But you know what? Once you know, you know. I'm telling y'all, once you know, you know. They can take a lot of things from you, but that ain't it. Now, if anybody has a collection agency similar to like what Ms. Goins was telling me about, we are going to go a different route with that, because that's important. But to start off with this, we want to opt out of pre-screening. We do it online. It's very easy. I want to let you guys know the opt out of pre-screening is going to be for 5 years, you guys. So you do it once, you set it and forget it. You don't have to worry about it. And then we're going to send the first letters we're going to send to each bureau is going to be our personal information along with our ID and our social. They have made some changes. If you guys do not want to mail your social, because all of the stuff that's going on with the mail, you can mail in your tax return, or you can mail in your pay stub as well with your ID. So you are, and when you guys send everything into the credit bureaus, you can send them your ID, and you can send them your social or your payroll, only to the collection agencies, you guys. I just want to make sure you guys understand that it's a big deal. I don't want to freak you guys out. Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, you can send them your ID and your information to verify yourself. You can do that, but never And I mean, ever send it to a collection agency. They are not your friends. They the devils, actually. My husband said, damn, only collections I have are hospital bills. So, all right, Bobby. And so Jermaine, sorry. And you know that there was the law that was passed. I'm gonna get the exact verbiage for the law, and I'm gonna post it on my page. They have to remove medical collections, you guys, that were under $900. So you guys, when you check your Credit Karma, they may be gone. And if they $500, and if they under $500, they can't stay on there. I don't have your email, but I can inbox you, and I'm gonna have you send me your email. So I'm gonna ask each of you guys. I don't want you to drop it on here. When I inbox you, to send me your email address, because the letter is gonna be in a PDF form. And what I can do is just go back on here, and we can do a live together. That live only because it's a school night for my babies, and my daughter's over at her sister's house. You guys, my sister is doing like individuals in my baby hair. She got a few little streaks of color in there. I know she about to be 12, but look, y'all heard her daddy, my husband. It's like 2 or 3 little gold braids. You heard her daddy? Color. Look, we both old school. We said color. But it's cute. She's doing a full head of individuals on my baby hair. So I do have to go and get her and get them here, get them showered, get their teeth brushed. So we definitely can do it tomorrow. But if you guys want, I'm going to send them letters tonight. If you guys want to start filling them out, you can. And you guys, most importantly, do not sign the letter. I don't care if you're sending a letter to the collection agency or the credit bureau. There have been cases, reports, and everything. Not the credit bureaus, but the collection agencies have forged signatures, because what validates a debt is an original signed signature. So you guys have to be very careful with that. So do not send it. Oh, you were in Arizona because of the time difference, huh? Huh? What? From here? It should be the same as here, or no? Yeah, that's why he's saying he missed it, because he's in like North Carolina and it's later there. So that's why he was saying Arizona time is on our time. You know what? Arizona is hot. If you lived in Arizona, you can live in Vegas, because there's a different kind of heat or whatever. So make sure you guys do not sign. North Carolina. Oh, more to do. Yeah, I'm sure. But you know what? You can always find something to do in every city. Like people say, I live in Vegas. I don't even go to Las Vegas Boulevard. Sorry again, y'all. Thank you, Renita. And you know what, you guys? I'm sorry. Just inbox me y'all email addresses. I didn't even think about that. Okay, I'm trying to press this for you, Lakeisha, but you know what? It's not letting me read it all. But I got you, girl. And I understand, and that's why I'm saying, just email me. And if any of you guys don't feel comfortable being in such a group setting, trust me, I get it. I'm like that too. I know I be on here talking a lot, but one thing about me, you guys, is I have anxiety. I do get very nervous. Sometimes I get flustered on here, and I try not to let it show. But it is definitely okay. I take, everyone's personal information very seriously, but I just wanted to get as much information to so many people at once. Paradise City, aka Sin City, and this Sin City too. And y'all, I be in my car lost. Miss Goins literally had to message my husband to tell him, your wife is lost. You may want to call her, or GPS or send smoke signals before she be in another state. And that was so sweet of you. I appreciate that. I don't have Google Meets because I am on iPhone. But we can definitely get a Zoom set up because there is a free Zoom, but I think we can only be on the Zoom for 45 minutes. But if you have an iPhone, we could definitely do a FaceTime. So we'll find a way to connect because baby, turn your thing. Y'all, I'm sorry. I don't know if I got too many things on this internet. I don't know what's going on. Let me turn this iPhone off too. This iPad off, y'all. Hold on a second. My kid's not here gaming, so I don't think that's it. Let me turn this Wi-Fi off. Maybe that'll help. I turned my computer off too. Okay, yeah, so on the iPhone we could do a FaceTime. So we'll definitely get it together. So make sure you guys opt out of the pre-screening, you guys. That's very important. It's very important. It's definitely the first step. This is what they taught me. It works. It's effective. The credit bureaus are for profit. That's the most important things. A lot of people think because there's the Fair Credit Reporting Act that they are government agencies. They're not. They're for profit. They sell your information for profit. So if you opt out of pre-screening and they can't make any money off of your bad credit, they are more than likely to do what they have to do to get that bad information off so that they could put you on that other list that they selling. You guys, they make millions of dollars off of our personal information. They make millions of dollars. There's another bureau called LexisNexis. Y'all don't believe me? Google them hoes. It's LexisNex. Every time you swipe, have you guys ever been anywhere, like even when you go to get a rental car, they take your ID and they swipe it? Or have you guys ever gave somebody your ID and they scan it? You guys, that it's a tracking device. I got my LexisNexis report. That hoe was this big. It had everything in there. It had I think I do. If somebody want to try to send stars, but y'all, I don't know if I set that up. Sorry, I gotta work on it. It has everything in there, you guys. There's also one that for your insurance, if you have a high insurance rate. Somebody asked me about that. That's a clue report Ms. Barnes did. You got to clean up your clue report. They report every time you had an accident, speeding ticket, all of that. Y'all, they dirty. LexisNexis report everything. So if you guys have any public records like child support, a bankruptcy, it's LexisNexis that's reporting that to TransUnion. So that's why I was telling y'all, Innovis, if you have student loans or anything like that, and you guys, I had student loans. I had a host of student loans. I didn't finish school. You guys, I actually got a student loan forgiveness as well. I got my student loans removed off my credit report. It's just so many things you guys can do, and I did it myself. I didn't pay nobody. I did talk to somebody. I have got training and everything, so I know what I'm talking about, but I just want to let y'all know. It's a disclaimer. I'm just helping. I don't want nobody coming for me. Y'all get y'all so yes, and that's another thing too. This letter for personal information, you guys, is pro bono, which means free. It means free, totally free of charge. So the letter that I'm gonna send y'all is the same letter that I'm gonna use, but there's just gonna be some additional things that I do want to say for my supporters, because the badge is $4.99. If you guys want to grab a badge, you are more than welcome to. I do appreciate it. Everything helps me. Excuse me or whatever. So we want to make sure too that if you guys have a collection, I'm going to send you a debt validation and your personal information, because we want to stop it before it hits the collection report. And you guys, this is another trick too that I want you guys to know. If a collection agency starts calling you after we start the repair process, pick your phone up and talk to them and tell them you want it in the mail. You ain't verifying nothing. I ain't giving you my name, my address, my social, my nothing. Just like you got my telephone number, you should have everything else. I'm not gonna help you prosecute me. That's the way you have to think about it. I'm not going to help you place me at the hospital at 444 5 Lane on 623 with a bill for $300. I'm not going to do that. Is your name Latonya Hill? I don't know. You call me. Is your address this, that, and the third? I don't know. Mail it to the address you have on file. I know you got a file, boo. Come on. Don't let them control no conversation. I have to verify some information. You in what army? The hell you calling me for? You ain't verified no information. That lets you know they don't know what they doing. That lets you know they ain't got what they need to collect. Let them know we ain't no low-hanging fruits over here, honey. You either put that shit in the mail, and I want you to cease all communications. And then what you do is you make sure, because they going to tell you who they is, you get off the phone, you Google them, and you send their ass a cease and desist letter so they can know we not playing with them. And they have 5 days. Oh, that's what I was telling you guys. They have 5 days. So 5 days from that day, you make sure you screenshot it. You make sure you screenshot it. And 5 days from that day, you make sure you check your mailbox, say you ain't got nothing, then you hit their ass with a cease and desist, because that's a violation. Within 5 days from them calling you, they are supposed to send you the validation, as they call it in the mail, with they back with self. They can't validate nothing because they don't know they don't know what they doing. But we just have to text stay gangster. You know how somebody be saying, I'ma beat her ass, whoop whoop whoop, and you just sitting there thinking you in what army? You gonna have to show me. You trying to give me all this work. You trying to put me on this Kanye workout plan, girl. You gonna have to show me better than you can tell me that you can whoop me, because you doing a lot of talking. You making a lot of idle threats. You gonna have to show me. And in this situation, the show me is an original signed contract. No invoices, no bills, no nothing. I don't want to hear all that. We all know it's a bill. Somebody owes somebody some money, but I don't know that it's me. Do you know that it's me? I'm not saying it's not me. I'm just saying I want to protect myself. I want to be sure. It's so many scams in the world. You could be calling me from one of them little 311 trackers, ma'am. I don't know. No, they can't, because, wait, you mean with the collection agency? So when you send the letter to the collection agency, that's a cease and desist. And on the letter too, it's gonna say the only time you can communicate me is to let me know that you have obtained validation, and you send me a copy of it, because you don't want them getting you on the phone, tricking you up into all this stuff. It's a list of stuff that you are requesting from them. No, we cease and desist on them debt validation letters. And that means you better not report nothing to the credit bureaus, because I said cease and desist all communications. All collection efforts. And yeah, when you send them the cease and desist after they call you, the law states that if they call you and you tell them to mail it to you, they have 5 days. If they don't, then they do have to cease communication with you. Maybe I ran it together. So if a collection company is calling you, don't dodge them, you guys. At the end of the day, think about it. This your phone. You pay your bill. They inconveniencing you. It's so many things that they can and can't do when they call you. But if you don't know, they going to do it anyways, because they bullies. But if they call you and you tell them, I don't know my name. You call me, you call my phone. Just like if some woman start calling your phone about your man, who is this? You be like, girl, who is this? You call my phone. Don't you do that. When somebody call you and be like, who is this? You look at the phone. The fuck? Who is this? You call me. Is this Tanya? Who is this? What's your date of birth? Girl, you calling me, you don't know my date of birth. You must be calling the wrong person. Give them that same lingo and language that you would give anybody else. Can you verify what? That I want you to get off my damn phone because you don't pay this bill. You running up my bill in a minute. I'm going to be in collection with Metro, and I really like them. Because you eating up all my minutes, eating up all my Wi-Fi, my data, talking to me in Chinese, Japanese, Bangladeshan. Okay? I don't want to hear all that. Somebody call you with that smoke. When somebody call you with that smoke about collections, you could let them know, hello, is this Tanya? I don't know. Is this ABC Collections? Oh, y'all calling me. You want to verify me? Ma'am, you call me. Verify what? I need you to cease communications and send me everything in writing. You have a good day. It go that fast. And if they call you back again after that, you take a picture. They call you at your job. you take a picture. It's $1,000 per violation. They call your sister, hey Tita. They call your sister leaving a message talking about you want to contact me for a private business matter. We all know that's code word, but she ain't paid her damn bills, allegedly. Y'all know that's illegal. You can't discuss my debt with nobody else. You supposed to ask me, is it a good time for me to talk before you read me my mini Miranda talking about this is an attempt to collect the debt? What kind of damn privacy is that? Everybody know what an attempt to collect the debt is. A collection agency. You know what, Miss Goins, for that those are violations, but that's not thieves. So what you have to do is you have to get on the national do not call list, and you need to register your number, and then that'll block those calls. But it's violations in that too that go to through the FTC, and I'll have to research that information. I learned it in real estate school, but you know, you guys, I done forgot a lot of it. But yeah, those are violations, and those are big violations, but those don't fall under the FD Fair Debt Collections Practice Act. That doesn't fall under FDCPA. That falls under something else. I don't know the terminologies for it. Hey, boo. Just a touch Norwood. If anybody is in Los Angeles and y'all trying to get y'all hair slayed and laid, y'all better check my girl out. That's my bestie for years, y'all. How you doing, girl? Thank you so much for tuning in. Mwah. I love you. You awesome sauce. Hey, Tracy and Jeff, and you guys, make sure you guys sprinkle and follow Tracy and Jeff. They are open book with Tracy and Jeff, and make sure y'all show them some love and some support too. They are awesome sauce as well. And when you guys come on over here, no matter what I got going on, where I'm going to, what I'm saying, if I got 100 people in here or if I got 4 people in here, drop them blog pages. Oh, thank you, boo. I love you more. That's my bestie for years, y'all. So if y'all in LA and y'all want to be slayed y'all want to be laid and slayed and down here y'all bang doing like mine, y'all go check my sis out, because she got you. So when they call you from these collection agencies, because they're going to start calling you guys. And when they call you guys, answer the phone with confidence. Hello, is this Tanya? I confidently don't know. Shit, you call this line. Do you know? Ma'am, contact me in mail. Contact me by mail. Mail. That's all you got to say. Give them 5 days. Take a picture of it. Then you hit them with a cease and desist for communicating, because you don't want them to communicate with you. And then when you are sending it to them, when they send you something in the mail, it still has a cease and desist on all collection efforts. Oh, anytime. You guys have been amazingly supportive to me, and that is open book with Tracy and Jeff. So you guys make sure you sprinkle, follow, and show them some love as well. Every time I get ready to tell y'all something, I wrote the word collections down, and I keep forgetting what I want to tell you guys about that. I'm gonna give you the letter. You emailed me. I'm gonna give you the letter. So do you have a collection agency that's calling you? Because that's going to be a cease communication. I'm writing this down. And then the debt validation letter, which is where you want to validate it because you received something in the mail. That one has a cease and desist reporting built in it. So a cease and desist communication and a cease and desist reporting. Every day, well, we finna stop that. And then, Joy, you in Detroit, right? We gonna Google the laws for Detroit, because it's a certain time that they can and cannot call you. And just answer the phone and tell them, damn it, stop calling me. Send me something in the mail. Well, what's your name? I don't know. You call me. That's something for you to figure out. That's between you and your bad information while you're over here calling me on the roller dollar or whatever you on, ma'am. I wanted to tell y'all something about collections. I wrote it down. It's gonna come back to me, y'all. That was important. I wanted y'all to know that for sure. Oh, so I don't know if that was it, but hopefully it comes back to me. Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. So that's FDCPA. That goes for debt collectors, right? And then Fair Credit Reporting Agency, that's FCRA. So if any of you guys want to look up anything that I'm saying, if it's for a debt collector, it's FDCPA, that's debt collectors. And then if it's on your credit report, it's going to be FCRA. That's the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So I just want you guys to also be able to trust and verify. It was something I wanted to tell you guys about collections. Oh, I remember now. Old collections. Now, this is going to happen a lot too. Okay? Because remember, they tricky, they sneaky, they're gonna do a lot of stuff. So I want you guys to know. Another thing I want each one of you guys to do is I want you to look up your statute. I'm writing it down because, next time we talk, I'm going to ask y'all. Statute of limitations for your state. So like Living Life with Joy, you would do statute of limitations for oh Lord. Detroit is in Michigan, right? Y'all don't hold me. I ain't never said I was geographically smart. You in Michigan. She in Michigan. I'm sure she is. And then I know Lakeisha is in California. So you guys are gonna look up statute of limitation. Oh, thank you guys. I do try. It's because I'm surrounded by amazing people and all y'all amazingness is rubbing off on me. So just make sure you know y'all is amazing too. Okay, so Lakeisha already know. Hers is 4 years. Joy, Jermaine, I'm going to need you guys to look it up too because every state is different. Like here in California, it's 4 years. Now, I'm going to tell you guys now, when y'all get these letters, I do not want you guys to respond to any letters without talking to me. When you guys get these letters, this is what's going to happen. If you guys have accounts that are coming up on the statute of limitations, they're going to send these letters out to you with a card at the bottom and telling you they love you, they barely value you, they've been trying to get in contact with you, they want to offer you this, and we can get the account set up, this, that, and the third. Do not, and I repeat, do not do it. Because what they are doing is because the statute of limitations is this close to expiring. Y'all know how my edges is. They like this long, they gone, they out of here, they finito. Do not. I don't care if the credit limit is for $50,000. It's a trap. It's a mind trick of the devil, and the Lord ain't in it. That's how much I want y'all to know. That's the biggest crock of bull and the meanest and lowest and most conniving thing that they do, y'all. So if it's 6 years, Joy, and you look on your credit report and you see that the 6 years is coming up, and once you send them that letter, they send you something that looks fancy, like one of them subprime credit card offers. Girl, if you don't call me up and send me an inbox of it so I can get in there, you guys, that's very important. When you guys, the reason, and okay, so remember I told you the worst thing that you can do is have your, as far as a credit card, is have it to zero. The worst thing you guys can do is pay a collection to zero or whatever, unless you have a pay to delete. And a pay to delete is something that they sign first, saying if you pay this amount, we'll remove this account. Now I'm gonna talk to you guys when we come back on about the letters, about settlements, because those are viewed negative in your comments. So I'm gonna write it down to talk to you guys about settlements on the next one, because I don't want to overload you guys, and I know I'm giving a lot of information, so just bear with me, you guys. I don't think we're gonna get to coupons because we still on collections. But what I was saying is, the only time you pay a collection, because remember I told you guys, once the collection hits your report, it's the worst damage. As time goes on, it's less and less and less and less and less and less and less. It's still there, but it affects your score less and less and less. So once it hits, it's the worst that it can do. So if you pay it, it's still on your report, but what it does is it's an admission of guilt. and it re-extends that 7 years that it can report. So if you pay a collection account and they don't do a pay to delete, now you got a paid collection, and that's worse because now it's alleged that them was your account, but once you made a payment on it, we know that it's your account. So think about it. If I'm a lender and I can see that you don't pay your bills on time, you gotta wait 6 months until we get a charge off, and then you have to do a settlement offer. Mind you, that's a negative comment too. I don't really want to lend to you because you're not credit worthy. You're not credit responsible. You guys get that? So the best thing to do with a cancer, because it ain't going to do nothing but just get worse and worse and consume you and take over your file. The worst thing to do with an ingrown toenail is to cut it. The best thing to do is cut it. You gotta cut it. You guys, if it's already on your report and it's negative, once it goes delinquent, once it's derogatory, you guys, there's no way to make it positive. That speaks volume. Did you guys hear what I said? Once it's delinquent and once it's derogatory, there's no way to make it positive. You can go from positive to delinquent to derogatory, but you can't go from derogatory to positive. So a derogatory is a derogatory is a derogatory is a derogatory. You guys get that? That's very important. Don't let them flash whatever credit limit or whatever they gonna flash from their little subprime card anyways, because they sub damn prime anyways. You don't want them. You don't need them. But if you got them, that's fine. Now, remind you guys, if I didn't have to get up to get my purse, I would show y'all. I got some subprime cards too. I got some prime cards that I'm happy about. But in all honesty, just remember, you guys, we are learning, we are growing, we are building, we are helping each other out. We are understanding that we got this. You guys, I just want to let y'all know, I have a whole bankruptcy, not a half of one, but a whole one. So the whole chapter 7. I had one. It's gone now. I got it off. If you got one, I can help you. I don't want to say I can help you get your bankruptcy off. We'll talk about that because that may be too much work. I don't want to commit to something that I can't do. But I did get it off, and I got my student loans off. And you guys, I didn't finish school, so I don't have no degrees or nothing either. So I'm just letting you guys know, if I can do it, you can do it. Don't intimidate yourself. Don't stress yourself out. Don't worry yourself. You guys are going to be okay. We got this. So when the collection agency, I want to make sure y'all got this. When the collection agency starts to reach out to you, because we are going through the credit process, and they will, do not respond to any letters. Do not talk to them on the phone. They trick you up, and before you know it, if you admit that a collection is yours, you extend your DOLA date. So that's your date. Your date of last activity. So if you make a payment, that extends it. So if your statute of limitations is about to expire, and they do this a lot, you guys, your statute of limitations is about to expire, they will send you something making it seem like it's something that is not, and they letting you know, we love you, we value you, we don't know what we went wrong at. You want to take this $1,500? No, I don't want to take no damn $1,500, so you can apply to the $3,000 that I owe you, and now I owe you $15,000 on my credit as a new collection. And what did I tell you guys? The collection does the most damage when it first hits. So if you guys update your date of last activity, that's the day it hit. So your date of first delinquency can never change. That's very advanced. I don't want to go too far, but when I look at your credit report, I'll be able to let you know if they changed it, and then we got another route to take. But do not negotiate with no collection agency if they're not giving you a pay to delete. And we do everything in writing. Pay to deletes are sent in writing because hearsay ain't permissible in court. So you guys also have to think about that. If somebody call you talking about, Joy said that you owe her $50 and she said for me to collect it, that's hearsay. I can't take that to the bank. I'm working, sister. I'm trying. I decided to share and just put everything out there. I wanted to be more prepared, but since I know what I'm talking about, me and you both know I can talk and just put it out there for everybody. So if somebody call your phone trying to tell you this and tell you that, if they can't check and verify and they can't show you the Carfax, you don't want them. The student loans that are in deferment, I want to look at them and see if they are in deferment. And something to keep in mind too, Joy, with student loans have age. Age is very important. I made a very bad choice listening to somebody because, again, guys, you remember I told you that I learned my credit after the fact, right? So I listened to the wrong person as I was trying to buy my second property, and he told me that I needed to cancel my student loans. And so when I did that, my credit score took a big dump because those student loans went back 10 years, so I lost all my age. So when it comes to student loans, we have to be careful. We have to take a look at it. Every situation is different. If it's in deferment, more than likely you have age on it and it's positive, I say we leave it alone. I got mine taken off because, but it's also something else. Remember, your debt to income ratio, that plays a part in it too. But if you're not looking to buy a house right now, that's something we don't have to worry about. But if it's in deferment, I would say we leave it alone. Do you mind telling me how long you've had the student loans for? Thank you guys. I try to give as much knowledge as I can. I wanted to get on coupons, but I feel like I want to make sure that I get as much information out to as many people as once. But it's so many things we have to take into consideration when we decide, because remember, like I said, you remove a collection, you can lose age, but we gonna definitely remove 14 years, Joy, we got to keep them. I'm gonna be honest with you now. You take off 14 years, you may be like, Tanya don't know what the hell she doing. They're in deferment. Do you have any late payments on them? Am I asking too many questions on here? You let me know. But yeah, 14 years, we got to keep that age. Now, you guys, I know a way to get that updated too if you do have late payments. So don't even answer. Don't even answer. It's fine. I may have to save it for the subscriptions, y'all. I may have to save it for the badges, but I know how to do it. And that's why I'm telling you guys, I deleted over 14 years of age too, Joy, listening to the wrong person. No late payments, definitely leave it alone. That's a damn good. I had to say damn because I wanted you to know it's good. It's great. You keep that. I want you to keep that. You keep it deferred. Every time they email you telling you coming up for deferment, you make sure you stay on deferment. And also, let me write this down too. While we talking about student loans, she has her payments deferred. If any of you guys have student loans that are in bad shape, more than likely they have age. We want to keep it. You guys, we can do a income-based payment plan, which is an IBS. I can help you guys with that as well. So even if you get your payments down to 0, which I can help you guys with, you'll still get credit, as you'll be able to write off the interest on your taxes and everything too. And so it will help. Now, if any of you guys are thinking about buying a house, if you get on the income-based payment plan, you do want to pay like $5 because they do have to calculate something, some type of an amount, or they have to calculate the whole thing. And if you got hella student loans, that's going to blow your debt to income ratio out the water. So you guys just keep in mind this credit thing is a very it's a very broad thing, and not everything works for everybody. But opting out of the pre-screening, updating your personal information, having a Credit Karma account, and an Experian.com free account definitely helps. I'm going to send you guys the personal information letters. We're going to get those sent out. Just make sure you need to make a copy of your ID and your social. If you guys are uncomfortable with sending in your social. And again, you guys, this information is on all 3 of the credit bureau credit bureau websites as far as what you need to send in. So if you're uncomfortable with sending your social, you can send something else in. You're gonna have to send it in, you guys, because if you send it over to them and they deny it, that's gonna put you at an additional 45 days. So we want to make sure we follow the rules, because if they give you an additional 45 days and call it furious, it's ferocious. I can't think of the word, but y'all know the one where you doing it out of spite, like it's not real. Frivolous, y'all. My bad, frivolous. There's a letter for that too. Y'all, I got a letter for everything. Whatever they hit y'all with, y'all let me know. We ready. The thing about it is this. We playing chess. They move, we move. Ain't nobody scared of them. You may be the big three, but you don't want no problems with me. You don't want no problems with me. You don't want no problems with me. Or anybody that's kicking it with me, anybody that's listening with me, anybody that's working with me. And if you guys want to know what made me decide to do this, is I was doing something with my timeshare, and we were in Mexico, you guys, and they didn't explain it to us that way. And then all of a sudden, I got a damn late payment. Now, this is over a year ago. And they calling me to upgrade my timeshare, do this, do that. Nobody thought to tell me I owe y'all some money. So now I'm going to get the whole thing removed because they gave me a late payment. You guys, I haven't had late payments. I done had bankruptcies. I done had collections. I done had charge-offs, but I haven't had no late payments. So I'm offended by that. And then I got a whole damn collection agency that then sent me a debt validation letter. That then sent me a collection notice. And I'm like, you know what? I haven't had a chance to show up and show out and show y'all my skills in a long time. So since y'all called me, I was checking my watch and I got time today. And I feel like since I got time today, I want to share that time with y'all because I want y'all to have the time too. And I feel like the only question that's a bad question is the question that you don't ask, because no matter what it is or what it isn't, once you understand it, you can take over the world. You can conquer the world. Because one thing about it, you guys, I haven't done couponing since 20, what year we got COVID. I haven't done couponing since then. I can show you guys how to coupon and save money. I haven't done credit repair in before that, because like I said, I was in what we call a nesting period, where we didn't got the credit that we need, got our score where we needed to be. So now we nesting, we just gardening, we just watching our flowers grow. And somebody want to come and disturb me and wake me up. And so I'm like, since you want to play with me, you probably playing with everybody else in America like that. And you guys, I used to charge an arm and a leg for credit repair, you guys. But people was asking me too many questions, so it was bothering me. So I just stopped doing it. I'm be honest with you. Yeah. They was arguing with me, telling me what Google said. I'm like, well, goddamn it, if Google know, why you talking to me or whatever? But I want y'all to Google, because I want y'all to know. Because this ain't no paid relationship. This a team. I want you guys to learn this. I want you guys to know this. I want you guys to be able to tell your adult kids, your aunties, your grandmas, your cousins, your co-workers, be like, girl, this girl Tanya time said woo woo whoop and the third. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm right. I ain't gonna toot my own horn or nothing, but y'all, I'm right. And the way y'all gonna know that is true and is genuine, because we gonna do our letters together. I'm gonna take y'all with me to the post office when I drop my letters off. So y'all gonna know. As a matter of fact, I'm probably gonna do my letters on live with y'all so y'all can see me doing my letters. So what I'm gonna end up sending off is 3 letters with my personal information and 1 letter for debt validation. Because if y'all know, a damn collection agency had the nerves to come for me, of all people. I'm like, if y'all didn't send that shit to my neighbor that don't know what's going on, y'all sent it to me. Oh, me. So, and I done beat this collection agency so many times. I don't even know why they want to play with me. And then my baby sister, she do federal law. So I'm telling you guys, oh, and I didn't mention, if they don't listen and follow the laws, we will be suing. We will be suing because on the letter it says that we can get $1,000 per violation, and you know what? We gonna get that. Because at the end of the day, we need to not only get them a break check, we need to let them know. Anytime, I don't even want y'all sending collection agencies to nobody on this goddamn cul-de-sac. I want them that kind of scared. I want them shaking in their boots, and I want them to know that we're not taking this. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. So you guys, I think I told you guys a lot. I think I've told you guys more than enough. You know, I'm going to do my part, you guys, but I need you guys to do your part for me, because since we are doing this just like, you know, as I'm trying to help you guys, I'm just depending on you guys to opt out of the pre-screening notice. I need you guys to get a Credit Karma account if you don't have it, and I need you guys to get that Experian.com account if you don't have it, and I need you guys to send your letters off. You can send your letters off whenever you send your letters off. Just be truthful with me as to when you sent your letter off. If it takes you a week from now, that's fine, because if we send the letters too soon, it's only gonna hurt you. Anytime. And Miss Joy, did you have any other questions for me? If you don't mind me asking, do you have a current credit card right now? And a credit card is just an active card, like a card that you can use. That's all I want to know, because then if you do, and actually you don't have to answer that. Don't answer that. If you guys do have a credit card, and when I'm asking you if you have an active credit card, I mean a credit card that you can use. I don't care if it got $5 on it. If you went right now and it was $4.99, you could pull that credit card out and pay. If you have that, I need you guys also to call your credit company and ask them, what's your statement date? I'm going to write this down, because I'm going to ask you guys if y'all did this for me, because this is going to help us, because I can help you guys see an increase in your credit score if you have a current credit card, which is a credit card that's open. It doesn't matter what, if you have late payments or not, but if it's open and you can still use it, that's an active card. You're going to get one from your credit union. Okay, so if you guys have credit cards, or you're in the process of getting a credit card, even if it's a secured card, you want to ask them for the credit card. You want to ask them, when is your statement date? And that's the date that your billing cycle closes. That's your statement date. And most importantly, you want to ask them what day. I'm writing it down too. It reports to the credit bureaus, okay? Okay, sister, I got you. Like, my sister's texting me like she's on here. I don't think she's on here, because she would have told me on here. So you guys got that? When you get the cards, when you get these cards, even if they are secure cards, because they're still credit cards, you want to know your statement date, and you want to know what date it reports to the credit bureau. And that's your billing cycle. Your statement date is your billing cycle. Those are two important days. If we can get those days, no matter what your credit score is, we can get an increase. And I'm going to be doing that as well, you guys, because like I said, I do need to get my own credit cards paid down. If you guys are not ready yet, I totally understand. Don't worry about it. As long as you guys can put the credit cards on and make your minimum payments, that's the most important part. We are trying to get you to rebucket and get you to that sweet spot so you guys can see a credit increase, because when something good happens, or when we get some good news, it makes us feel better. So if you can see a 50-point increase, you could be like, yes, I got this, I can do this, which you can do this. And you will do this, and you do have it, and you are going to be good. So I just want to make sure that everybody got that. I know it seems like a lot, but it's really not a lot. So if you guys can make sure you opt out of pre-screening for me, make sure you get your personal. I'm going to send the personal information letters over to you guys. I just need a Credit Karma. You guys can use Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, Wallet Hub, anything that's free. And most importantly, we want to do Experian.com because I want you guys to be able to see the difference from a Vantage score and a credit score and a FICO score, and just know once you see your FICO score, no, don't reply. And also, you guys, inquiries. I turned the Wi-Fi off. If your credit is not where you want it to be, stop applying for stuff. Don't, because you know what's happening. They just adding another name on your report because these people don't pay attention. They just type any damn thing. Next thing you know, you go up in there and you have JJ Smith on your thing. Oh yay, Miss Goins. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that. Let me see. For some reason, you guys, when I press more, it don't show up. So Miss Goins, I'm gonna have to, oh, there we go. Oh, that was 17 years ago. That's awesome. And did you guys hear Miss Goins said that she opened up an account through her credit union as well. And then this also goes into home ownership and home buying as well, you guys. Interest rates are really high right now, but rents are even higher. So you just have to choose the lesser of the two evils for you and for where you live. But also, you guys, home ownership is possible. There's a lot of programs that are out there that are available. There's first time home buyer. There's down payment assistance. There is so much out there and so much available. So please don't get discouraged. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get this credit together. Once we get this credit together, and again, you guys, use your credit to do whatever you want to do with it. If you want to take a vacation, if you want to buy a house, you want to get a nice car, you want to refurnish your house, you want to get some kids sent to college, whatever you want to do, just make sure you in the best position. But make sure you guys learn, because in all honesty, I'm not charging anybody anything, but you guys can take this knowledge, study it, and you can charge somebody, because then that way you just created another source of income for yourself. I'm going to show you guys about the couponing too, because with the couponing, you can build a stockpile and you can sell stuff. I used to sell stuff. My husband could tell you, I opened up my garage, it would be ransom stolen things. I'd be out there selling. My sister had to tell me, girl, calm down. You're a little bit too aggressive. Every time somebody come over here and they don't want you to open your garage, somebody won't no damn soap. And I was able to make sure my family members had all that kind of stuff. And it's so many things that we could do. We could do business credit, we could do couponing, and we can do personal credit. You guys, you can open up so many doors. They treat you nice. They talk to you different. When you have a better credit score, you have a better opportunity. You have a better chance. It's breaking generational curses, and it's just opening up something for you. Because honestly, at this point, right now, I have a lot of stuff going on financially. Well, this is hidden, that's hidden. I'm like, Lord Jesus, that's a fire. And I'm just thinking, like, you know what? I am stressing about it, but that's why I push myself to go live. Because another thing too is, like I told you guys, that I battle depression. So, and it's something that's near and dear to my heart, and I don't mind sharing. But I know my signs, I know my triggers. I have went in, I have seen a psychiatrist. Yes, I have seen a psychiatrist, you guys. So I have had medication prescribed for me. And I have went and seen a therapist where I didn't get to lay on the couch like they make you think you lay on the couch and talk your feelings out and all that. We actually sat in a chair kind of close to each other, to be honest with you. She was making me uncomfortable. I wish she would have scooted back a little bit. But I guess that was her job, was to make me uncomfortable. I don't know, but I love her. I was going to get a band that said, "What would Gina do?" Because my therapist's name was Gina. And I got all this stuff going on that's hitting me at once. I just found out that I'm going to have to drain my pool because I can't find a pool man. So that's going to cost me 2 arms and 1 leg. They pulled $600 out of my account for my light bill, y'all. $600 for my light bill. Oh, Lord Jesus. My husband has to make a payment for something. My daughter's birthday is coming up, and then we have to get a room and pay for our flights because we are in a wedding here in about the next 2 weeks or so. So that's just a lot of money. And so I was talking to someone very wise, and I was telling them too, like, I have to push myself to do. And that's another thing too. When you guys see me get on here and I'm just not together, that's just me. I'm just not a very together person, but I'm a genuine person. I'm transparent. I speak from my heart. But I know the signs of depression. I know when I'm getting low. I know when I'm going down. I know when I'm trying to become an introvert and pull in. So I had to tell her, hey, keeping up with Lady J. You guys make sure you go over and sprinkle my girl and follow her. It's keeping up with Lady J. And thank you so much for tuning in, hun. I was getting overwhelmed, and I could just, when you are depressed, one of the main signs is that you pull away. And so you don't want to be active, you don't want to go out, you don't want to interact, you just want to be alone, and you just want to sit there and fester in stuff that you have no control over. And just remember, God didn't bring you this far to leave you. So if you're ever having a moment where you feel weak and you feel like you're not 100% sure, and if you go through depression like I do, and that's okay, because we have to normalize it. It's just like you have to get up and keep going, and you have to think, and you have to not allow your mind to consume you and take over you. You have to be in control, because if I wasn't on here talking to you guys, I'd be in my bed sad about this money, that money, but God gonna make a way for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I'm going to share with you guys all the time. I literally, from the time I woke up this morning until just before I went live, it's like, I got to pay this, I got to pay that. When I first found out about the lights, they came out of my account automatically. So I woke up in the middle of the night like, oh, damn, somebody robbing me. I don't know if my daughter in my purse taking my little $10. I don't know what's going on. It was just, something felt like it wasn't right. So I checked every account, and I saw that it was the light bill, and it was $6.23, you guys. I rounded up to $7 because that's what it felt like to me. I was not expecting that. And so then this happened, then that happened, then I got to drain the pool. It's just so much at once. But if I want to just let the feelings of the worldly feelings too, of I don't know what I'm going to do, take control over me, then I could just sit in worldly thoughts and feelings and mindset and just be, oh, woe is me, when God got me, because he never said I wasn't going to go through nothing. He just said, have the faith and keep it pushing. So anytime you're not feeling like yourself, and anytime you have something happening back to back to back to back that makes you feel like, I'm not myself, you guys can't sit in it. You got to get up, get out, because honestly, if I wouldn't have been on here talking with you guys, I just would have been laying in my bed thinking about something that I have no control over. I worry myself to death, and I feel like that's something that all of us do. Just know life is going to happen. We are going to go through things, and that's okay. But just know, just be able to recognize the signs, and I call it spinning out. When I'm getting ready to spin out, I don't want to talk. I just want to lay and feel sorry for myself, but for what? What is laying feeling sorry for myself gonna give me? And when it's all said and done, the only thing that's gonna happen is my chores them backed up. Hey, Tam, you guys make sure y'all show my girl. Tam, drop your bio page, girl. I don't want to say your name wrong. It's Come Hang with Tam. That's what it is. It won't let me see the rest of it won't let me see the rest of your comments, Miss Goins. But yes, and another thing a lot of people don't know, and we could talk about that on another live. You guys just remind me, you can pay your rent with Section 8 too. You can pay your rent. You can buy a house with Section 8 too. It's so many programs and so many things available for everybody and everything. There you go. It's Come Hang with Tam. And thank you so much for stopping in. You guys make sure you sprinkle, show my girl some support, and just remember, if you're feeling a certain way, for a quick second, you have to feel that certain way, and then you have to just make sure you move on and move around and not allow yourself to fester in it and get stuck in it, because you can be like, oh, I think I'm sad about it. Of course I'm sad. I ain't got enough money to pay all these dang on bills, but that's okay. And I know that God is going to lead me and guide me and bring me through, just like he going to lead and guide and bring all of you guys through. But just remember, if you think about it 1 or 2 times and you be like, oh my God, this is sad, this is depressing, I don't know what I'm going to do, let it go. Because it's a temporary emotion. But if you just allow it to just keep getting in your head, and then you start worrying about worldly things like money, God gonna give us riches. He gonna prepare a table for us. So the name of the program, Keeping Up with Lady J, the name of the program is NACA. It's NACA. NACA. And so what you have to do is reach out to them, and then you have to find a seminar for your state. You go to that seminar. Now, I was going to get NACA years ago. I didn't have Section 8, but the program was set up from the housing market crisis when Bank of America and all of them was doing subprime lending, and they were supposed to make America great again and help people get back all the houses they took from them. But I went through it. I went through the program. They are going to give you a coach and everything. You're not going to pay no money out of pocket or nothing, girl. They're going to pay your closing costs and everything. So when I was going to go through the program, it was years ago. It was before my daughter was born. She's 12 now. But the program is still there and it still exists. They're going to ask you, how much do you want to pay on your mortgage? And say, for instance, you're paying $1,300 now. What they're going to ask you to do is put in an account the additional $100. So if you paying $1,300 a month and you say I could be comfortable with $1,600 a month, they're going to have you put $300 in an account every month. And so that's what I remember from that. But they're going to help you with your credit. They're going to help you with the furniture. They're going to help you with everything. And if you have a Section 8 voucher, they're going to help you with that too. So when people try to tell you what you can't do and what you ain't going to do and what you can't have and what you won't have, they hating. They just don't want you to have it. And look at that. Ms. Goins says she lives in North Carolina and she went through the housing authority. I did not know that before I said that, you guys. You see that? If God ain't an awesome God and God ain't an amazing God, he's connecting us and putting us together to put us right where we need to be. Ms. Goins says that she was on Section 8 and she went through the housing authority, you guys, and she is a homeowner. And there is a program called NACA, N-A-C-A. You guys do not have to be on Section 8 to get this program. I just was letting you guys know that you can still have home ownership even if you own Section 8, because remember, it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. I ain't never seen a bad Section 8 voucher before in my life. A Section 8 voucher is a piece of paper, y'all. If y'all could show me a bad Section 8 voucher, because all it is a piece of paper with some writing on it. Show me a bad Section 8 voucher. It's not the voucher that's bad. It be people that act bad with the vouchers, and the vouchers get a bad name. With no money down. Look, and Charmaine says she went through a program in Miami that's called Miami-Dade Housing Authority, and I got a house with no money down. And then also, you guys, I want to let you guys know I didn't have Section 8 or no money down when I got my house. Yes, I did. I lie. You guys, I got first time home buyer and I got down payment assistance. When it was all said and done, I think they put $22,000 down in grants. I got a grant for $15K and I got another grant for $7K. Now, I don't know what's the name of the program, you guys, but they put $22,000 down for me. We did have to pay money out of pocket, but I told you guys the story when I decided to buy a house. I didn't even talk to Matt about it. I just got mad at my landlord of 3 years because they wouldn't replace my washing machine. So there's grants available, you guys, $22,000, and the money is forgiven after 5 years. And I think this is our 6th year here. We have not forgiven. I take that back. But if you move before 5 years, you have to pay a percentage of that grant back. So we've been here 6 years now. So if we wanted to sell this house, we wouldn't owe anything towards that grant that was given to us. And I got down payment assistance, first time home buyer. And you guys, if I can do it, you can do it. And let's not forget, I'm the bankruptcy lady. I had a BK too, y'all. And I got that removed. But remember, you guys, I bought my house with bad credit. I didn't figure out this whole credit game until after the fact. So just know that when you find yourself not feeling the best, it's a worldly emotion. You can't get yourself consumed with all this stuff on earth. Like my baby's birthday, that's something worldly. This pool, that's something worldly. The lights we need, okay. Whatever this is, my husband got to pay. A room to sleep in, that's worldly. Let me see what Miss Charmaine's saying. See, y'all? For some reason, when I hit Mo, $22,000, y'all. I'm gonna find out the name of the program because I'm sure they have it for every state. The rest of her comment I can't get to come up, but she said her grant was for $85,000, and I had to live in the house for 10 years. She's been in the house for 17 years and never have to. You guys, I want y'all to know this. Let me unplug the battery charger. Sorry. It won't let me see. And she never have to. I'm sorry, y'all. For some reason, I'm pushing more and it's not letting me see. Let me try and put it on my iPad and see if it'll let me. So when you see, look at that. Look at God. Somebody on here wants a house. Somebody on here is feeling like they can't get a house. Somebody on here is feeling defeated. Somebody on here been told what they can't do. Somebody on here been told what they won't do. And look at that. God is just showing us how powerful he is by connecting us and putting us all in the right place. Because the credit goes into the home ownership. So if you guys, she never, is that what it said, or are you asking me? I'm sure she never had to pay it back. But you know what? Come hang with Tam. I'm finna try to pull it up on my iPad because I do want you guys to hear the whole comment. I didn't have to pay mine. I didn't have to pay my grant back either, you guys. I got $22,000 and I did not have to pay my grant back. So look at God. Oh, you guys can see it. Well, let me go on and turn this. Okay, and thanks Tam. I didn't know if you were asking me if that's what it said. Y'all know I'm new over here. Thank y'all. I don't know what I do, y'all. I be so lost. And she did. Sorry, y'all. Can y'all still hear me? And I didn't have to pay any of my $22,000 back. I didn't plan on staying in their house for 5 years. I mean, it wasn't a flip and flip. I mean, it wasn't a fix and flip. I definitely planned on staying here. And now that my little daughter is in school, she's only in 2nd grade. So 3rd, 4th, 5th, I have at least 3 more years here. And I won't move. My bad, Tam. I thought you was trying to ask me, and I really wanted you guys to see it because I know this could be helpful information for everybody. So I was trying to read it, but thank you, girl. As long as you know my heart and you know I didn't mean it like that, I was like, well, let me see. And I turned my iPad off because my internet was acting up, but I think I have too many devices screaming on my Wi-Fi at once, so that's why I was trying to turn it on. But once you guys get your credit in order, you can do anything and everything you want. So again, you guys, that program that I was telling you about is NACA, NACA. That one takes care of your closing costs. That one's like a VA loan, but better, because you don't pay no money out of pocket. And I almost went through NACA, and I don't really know what ended up happening, but if I would have went through NACA, I would have owned that house by now. Well, my daughter's 12. I don't know if I would have owned it, but I would have been damn close to owning it here. So it's just so many programs and so many things available. But I also wanted to tell you guys too, is when you feel like you're going through depression or anything else, and you guys experience that moment, go through that moment temporarily and just don't get too caught up in worldly things, because they're material. They're materialistic. Like this iPad, this is materialistic, and just know that God got you. And so if you feel like, okay, I'm sad, I'm upset, I'm down, I'm in my feelings, be in your feelings, upset and down for a quick half of a second, and then after that, get up, get out, move around, and just know that God got you, and there's nothing that you can and will not be able to do. So I'm really excited about this credit journey for us. I'm really excited about being able to coupon with you guys. There are so many deals right now. I do have to go and get my daughters. That's probably what she was calling me about. So I do have to go and get my daughter. If any of you guys missed this, please do hashtag replay. I was just letting you guys know a few things that I need for you guys, so we could start this credit repair journey. And you guys inbox me your email addresses. And if you guys want the personal information letters or the debt validation letters, so we can get those sent out, inbox me and I will get them sent over to you. If not tonight, then it will have to be tomorrow, only because I don't know if you guys noticed, I got a phone call twice. First, my baby called me on FaceTime. Then she called me on the regular phone. So she like, Mama, come and get me. My hair is so cute. She getting a full head of individuals, y'all. Her birthday is in a few days, and I was just getting excited about that, because you know you gotta have money to have parties and stuff for these kids, and they don't understand. I mean, they can understand. If it was my mama, she'll understand, but neither here nor there. Ooh, I'm excited too. So I'm gonna get my letters out with you guys too. We gonna need, if you got the 3 bureaus, all you guys gonna need is 3 stamps and 3 envelopes, and to print this letter out, your ID and your social. If you guys don't feel comfortable sending your social, I understand. Go to Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Go to their website, and they will give you a list of documents that they need, but you are going to need 2. Oh, thank you, Keeping Up with Lady J. That's what I want to do, is just give out the most information that I can and help as many people as I can. And just know anything that I know that I can share, I will. And you know what? It's just the God in me, it's the God in us. And I just feel like God connects us and brings us together for a reason. And since I decided to just be me and just help people, I've just been the happiest. I've been the most, yes.
You know it's 7:30, right?
Yes, honey, I'm wrapping up now. Is she done?
Yeah, she said she been done.
Oh, well, why she didn't call you?
She just now calling me. She said she couldn't call me.
Man, she called me one time, and that was half of a second ago. Yeah. See, she told her daddy, I only called her one time. All right, she excited, y'all. She ready for me to come and get her. So I'm gonna go on and get off of here. But before I go, do any of you guys have any last minute questions for me? Please keep in mind, if any, because you know they filter comments. So if I missed anybody's comments, just know that I will go back and check them and answer those questions for you guys as well. I'm gonna go and grab my daughters. More than likely, I'm gonna send the emails tonight, and we can do the letters tomorrow. I do have an appointment. I don't know how that will work, but if everybody can't come on with me, Oh, thank you, Miss Goins. Yes, and thank you everyone for coming on with me, showing up and showing out. I do get a little nervous sometimes too. I don't know if you guys can notice it, but I do know my stuff. I do know what I'm saying. So it's just gonna take me a minute to get comfortable, but it's fine. I'll be all right or whatever. Go get your baby. Girl, she ain't gonna be mad now. She only about to be 12. She will get glad. And you know what? Since my money is funny, I could be like, oh, you had an attitude, we canceling your birthday. That would be wrong. We canceling your birthday. I ain't even gonna do it to her, but her daddy wouldn't even be, her daddy would just be in his feelings if I tried to cancel his baby birthday, but he was just, I'd be like, oh, you was calling me while I was online? I'm canceling your birthday. Thank you, Ooh La La. Before I go, I gotta shout everybody out. There's Ooh La La. There's Living Life with Joy. There's Come Hang with Tam. There was Christy 08. There was Bad Boy 08. There was Tea Time with Lady D. There was Q&H Vibes. Come Hang with Lady J. There was another girl, you guys, that I didn't think that I was following, so I want to make sure because I told her that we were going to follow her as well. And her name was, I got another phone call, y'all, sorry. Her name was Good Vibes with K. Good Vibes with K. So we want to make sure. And I am going to go and get off of here because I got another phone call. I do love and appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If there's anything that I could work on, I was trying to make this more of a, very straightforward and kind of more organized live for you guys. But if you like, girl, you wasn't your fun, bubbly self, but I know if someone's trying to take notes, I get distracted easily. So you guys let me know what works because this is stuff that I already know, so I could probably just laugh about it a little bit more. But if you guys are trying, Shay and Michelle Talks, Unapologetically Courtney, Little Trey Too Valid, my girl, Ooh La La, I don't know if I said that already. Thank you, Miss Goins. You always let me know. You always let me know. Good Vibes with K as well. So if there's any time where you guys want me to speed it up, slow it down, just be myself, joke a little bit, because I'm still being myself. But if I'm giving out this kind of information and it's better for me just to slow down so everyone can retain it, I can do that as well. But I'm going to get off of here. I love and appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys have a good night. You guys, please inbox me your emails. I'm going to get the letter sent over to you. If it's not tonight, please don't hold me, but it will be tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow as well. And we will talk soon. I love you guys. Write down any questions for me. Inbox me. Just give me time to respond and I will. And we will go from there. So thank you guys for staying on here with me with all this time, because I know I be talking or whatever, but I do appreciate and thank each and every one of you guys. And if y'all don't see me back here tonight, which I feel like you guys are, because I had it set up to do some coupons too, but couponing is just as important to me too, because you can save money and you can sell it. So it's a way to save and make some money. So good night, everyone. I love you guys, and I'm going to talk to you guys soon. Bye.